Mhm. Yeah, I can do that.
Go forth.
I mean, that's my plan. I don't know about you guys.
Because that's how that's going to go down.
That's what I'm going to do.
My thought process is she had some problem with dealing with were animals. So why don't we send down a bunch of were animals? Maybe there's some part of her that can't slay them because they're part animal, you know?
You gotta clean up your floor. That's how you get rats. You gotta clean up your floor. That's how you get rats.
It's like letting a bunch of squirrels loose in somebody's apartment.
For their were rats.
Well, I like all these ideas. Let's see which ones pan out.
Let's see how they play out. I don't know. Aladar may be face down in water because I might run to the spider monster.
I have a picture.
Spider monster does not attack just anybody. Spider
True,
monster's very
but it
particular.
might be very angry and tired, and it'll attack the kobold it seeds.
Well, you're gonna see something if you look downriver real quick.
I mean, I'm already gone.
You've already made it to the river?
I've been
He made it.
before you even because we just ended combat. I would have already been flying up the river.
Speaking of which, let me clear this. Okay. What I need to remember to do is clear the turn order after combat ends so that it's not full of stuff when I load it up again. Okay. So yeah, like Micro said, Aladar pretty much right before you guys skedaddled from the forest and made for the breach, Aladar had teleported to the river and was I think I cast fly, right?
Yeah,
To
I cast
head
fly.
upriver.
I mean, I can walk on water too, but I want to get the fuck out.
True. Yeah, and fly will help you navigate like the rapids and waterfalls and stuff. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna say by the time the dinosaur wizard cavalry gets to the river, the where's my weather? Here we go.
Yeah.
You can turn the weather back.
The weather gets
the
super cold?
blazing heat abates and a torrential downpour begins, which probably is going to douse the flames and stop them from spreading around.
Yeah, it makes no
for
sense.
sanctuary.
So there's just this scene where I'm just sitting atop a dinosaur, and the weather quickly changes, and it's just that scene from Theoden at Helm's Deep, where the pitter patter starts to come down on his armor.
Where he's on the T-Rex.
Except, if you back up, Theoden's actually on a T-Rex.
Does a torrential downpour qualify as a body of water?
No.
No.
All right.
Unless there's more water than air, no.
What's that called when it rains like that? Sheets?
Good question. I don't know.
A monsoon.
I've been in
tidal
weather
wave?
like that. I've been in weather like that. Like it's like a summer storm, and you get so fucking soaked in like 10 seconds.
Yeah. That happened to me like the week I moved to Portland. I walked to the store.
Yeah.
And then on my way back, me and the grocers got just annihilated by the
Obliterated.
craziest rains I've ever seen. I was like, well, cool. That was fun.
It's just Portland saying welcome to town.
Yeah.
Neat.
And the thing was, it was like a sunny day, and then it just dumped, and then was sunny again. I was like, wow.
That's the one. That. Let me know when it rains like that.
Okay. So it begins. Brennett getting soggy atop his scaly steed.
It's heavily wounded scaly steed.
Extremely charred. It smells kind of like chicken.
Eesh.
Okay. So idea.
Pantries stomping along behind.
We could stomp upriver till we get to one of the bears. I can cut it open with a dagger and pull the bones out and get us a couple of helper friends. And then we could park ourselves in this area back here. Like, she doesn't seem to care about this place over here, and the dragon doesn't seem to care about this place over here, and nobody seems to care about this
regroup.
place.
Yeah.
And we could just wait. Like, Krennic's gonna keep an ear out to see if he can hear any like fighting or magic or explosions or sort of girlish screams from Aladar. But at least if we get to
No sign of Aladar, Dimjil, or Tick. You are
alone
with the dinosaur.
Again.
because at least they
Not
could act
again.
as sentries in the meantime for us to be able to recoup and I don't know, what are your thoughts, Bartok?
I mean, so Bartok hasn't lost any health. Is in fact in prime condition. So would be happy to stand guard. I think the most pertinent thing in his mind is going to be what the fuck just happened. I just got so mad I turned into a dinosaur.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Trying to crunch those numbers with that little T-Rex brain.
Exactly. Yeah.
You can think of as like eat.
I put a little device inside you, Bartok. I put a little device inside you, turns into a T-Rex. Okay.
That
So
would
let's
actually
just
be a great way to run Hallister. Is just like zany medieval
Mad
Rick.
scientist.
Yeah.
I like the game show host. I think that's the
Is
best.
Sam here?
I'm here.
Yeah. We got to talk about Lantan.
Oh my
after we
God.
play.
Lantan's full of freaks.
They're freaks.
I mean, freaks in the best way, but freaks nonetheless. Okay,
Krenit and Bartok got talked to by Tyrialai and basically said, I think you should run. And so we ran, having no idea where the rest of the team is.
Yeah, Tyrialai swooped over, said this is probably your opportunity.
Then yeah,
'Cause,
probably I
yeah.
would say stay put and try and get in touch with Tyrialai and see if he sees anything from the air.
I don't think he's going to talk to us for much longer.
No, you're probably right. Once he learns what just went down.
I don't think he's actually friends with her. I just don't think that he can really be counted on. Though it was very nice of him to tell us to run and not kill us.
Yeah. So question about polymorph. Do I have all of my faculties, or is it basically I'm turned into a T-Rex with a brain the size of an acorn?
You keep your.
I'd say it's yes. All you keep is
Pretty
your
sure you do.
alignment.
You keep your
You are
personality
T-Rex.
and alignment, yeah. But otherwise, your stat block becomes that of a T-Rex.
But personality that's limited by intelligence, though, right? In the sense of like
kinda.
you can't talk, can you?
Yeah.
No.
But
And you can't quite understand probably what Credit's saying.
Yeah, there's an intelligence
probably
limit for
not.
speech. I forget what it was. It's like 4 or something.
So yeah, at this point, your noble steed will gladly follow your
Yeah.
your direction, and once he's Goliath, he may weigh in.
It's like Homeward Bound, where we'll just dub in what you say afterwards.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it'll be Homeward Bound or Milo and Otis or something.
Yep.
Okay.
Did they kill like
Krenit
7 cats in Milo and Otis?
I've heard some terrible things. Yeah.
Krenit's going to drop polymorph on Bartok. He will dismount the dinosaur, so he's not standing on Bartok's
You don't want to
shoulders.
be riding on his shoulders like a chicken fighter? Mecha Shiva.
Master Blaster.
Because I might have to turn him into something else so that we can go somewhere on this river.
Turn him into a
I
whale.
dropped the line when Bartok said he could read Sanskrit.
Uh,
Nakashima.
How you feeling, buddy?
I just
Yeah,
I've never raged that hard.
yeah, yeah.
What happened? Where are the tiny folks? Where are the lizard friends?
It
Lizard
dawns
friend
on you that you
gone.
may have eaten
Tiny
them.
friend's gone. Maybe druid lady took them. Maybe they run away. But friends are gone. Just you, me, and old Quiet Eyes over here.
Gets very, very mad. Walks over to a tree and just sinks his axe into it. Just because he's angry and frustrated, and also, fuck the druid at this point.
So we have a limited amount of time to escape this land. Do you want to become a different creature that could maybe go in the water? Or do you want to go overland and keep your personality?
Did you do that to me?
I did that to you. Yeah. Sorry, buddy. I thought you were
Sorely,
going to make a really good T Rex.
sorely disappointed. Uh,
It
well,
needed to have been
we
rage.
should
Damn it.
we should stay put and wait for our friends. Yes?
We're
No.
sitting ducks.
We stay put. We die.
Yeah. If they ran, they ran upstream.
Oh, wait.
However,
Mm,
it's going to be hard going. I can only cast fly on one of us, and it's rapids and cliffs and swimming and
You made of me a noble steed, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. Needs must. Fish me.
right. Fish you?
Don't tell the elf.
I cannot swim. You're going to have to fish me. Um. See.
He's gonna salmon his way up the waterfalls with
Yep.
you on his back.
I mean, there. As funny as it sounds, the other one of the other three CR8 beasts is a sperm whale.
Those whales are badass.
Rapids. Just beat yourself over and over again.
Go kill some giant squid.
We have the perfect weapon for it. This river would probably get far too narrow / shallow at certain points for a sperm whale, unfortunately.
Okay.
I do love that though.
I could turn you into a walrus.
I feel
That's
like
what
Giant
I was thinking.
a
walrus.
walrus or a gator.
The problem is that anything sort of smaller than that, and I'm sort of piggybacking on Ham here.
Oh yeah.
I think we
Shit,
could
I'm
also
listening
park
to Ham
ourselves
today.
across the way here and wait and see.
Anything
And
smaller?
Krennet points across to the crevasse that rises up into the far wall.
You could cast fly on the robot and then turn him into. Oh wait, no, you need concentration for both, huh?
Yep.
Shit.
Damn.
Let's see.
Bet Bartok could swim up the river if you could just cast fly on the robot and then ride the robot.
I mean, he's a strong strong character. He navigated the rapids all right, but that was downstream.
Yeah.
In the distance, through the pitter patter of the rain, you hear a murder of crows cawing as they take flight from the forest.
Uh-oh.
Mm,
Might be time to make a decision.
the crows are restless. Let us cross the river. Tend to our wounds. Although, as he says it, he looks at himself and realizes that he is not terribly bleeding as he was as a T-Rex.
Yeah, you're actually unharmed, right?
Untouched. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rest is good for necromancers. Yes.
Rest is not needed, but is good for getting in touch with friends. But I'm very nervous about just staying here. And he motions back to that pile of smashed wood. The other option is to go and get the boat, but that means we go back to the village. I just don't want to do that either.
Fear not. You have us. He punches Ham on the shoulder and winces just slightly.
Clong.
We
Ham
will
is very
protect
sturdy.
you.
Right.
Or make me a walrus, I suppose.
Across the river it
Okay.
is.
Okay. The decision has been made. You're gonna cross the river. Meanwhile,
Now you have to look at them.
Aladar, what are you doing? You have
Where is
since
What are you doing here?
dimension dooring out of Willow's Tower,
I
arrived
will
at
cast fly and go upriver.
the shore. Okay, he's heading back up to
I couldn't.
Uh,
Remember, I went over there. I couldn't find anyone,
True.
and it was getting bad over there. So I did what I could. And my thought process is, I don't know where they are, but if I go back over there now, I'm fucked. If I go back over there and I can't find them, I'm dead.
Mhm.
So my only real option is to run away. In Aladar's mind, obviously.
Yeah. And they'll probably be fine. They've got a
Yeah.
T-Rex.
My thought process is maybe they'll flee too, and I'll go back to Skullport for a bit. And if I don't hear, I might even go to what's her name and see if she can contact Rennet.
She does have a
You're like,
rocket
who
talkie.
has Krenet's phone number?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, there you go.
That's my plan at the moment.
You're talking creepy rat lady, yeah?
Yeah, Rizaril, that's her name.
There we go.
Kai, remind me, there's a skeleton at the top of these stairs. I know that we already sort of looked at him, but what is it?
I think you identified it before. It appears to be it's not a skeleton, but it's the corpse of a Grimlock. The gray-skinned, sort of blind, cave-dwelling humanoids. Sort of cannibalistic in nature.
Okay. Krennet will call down to Bartok and tell him to get around the corner here so that we can work on
Hiding in your
hiding and
your niche over here. Okay.
meanwhile.
Okay. So, Aladar heading upriver. You guys hiding in a cave passage. I don't know. Meanwhile, let's hop over to our other two comrades.
To the actual problem.
I mean, you got 2 hours. You'll be fine. Then you wake up with 1 hit point.
Dimjil's like on the ground, like knees tucked up, sitting down, knees tucked up at her like chin, and just like rocking back and forth, like having sort of like a real quiet panic attack. I think that so the thing that that zapped her going through the door was she's unable to heal, right?
Right.
Correct.
Okay, so
she has a cure.
she's basically trying to take a short rest, and it's not working. She's panicking.
Yeah, you're not feeling
Not
better.
resting.
What's
Do you
your
have any
I
injuries?
think she got hit by
Yeah,
fires.
21 of 54. I got like there was like a meteor that struck us,
Yeah, it was like
and we're like, "What the fuck was
fire.
that?" Came right through
Firewalls.
the tree holes.
Yep, you guys were
Tree hole.
conveniently in a gap in the
Yeah,
in the
a butt hole in the
canopy.
bushy tree butt, in the bushy tree cheeks.
Okay, so while you
The
are
elves call them.
panicking,
I was thinking about it like all week. I was like, just to frame. I was like, this is gonna be here. Like anxiety's coming out.
yeah, this is very anxiety inducing.
Love
And
that the rocks do that.
you're just sort of like listening to ticks raspy breaths as he is stable but not conscious yet.
Bloodshot eyes staring
He
at him.
doesn't sleep well without a CPAP machine.
Oops. It's like his death. What's the death rattle?
Making death rattles, but he's not dead. That unnerves me
Yeah, I
even
know. That's
more.
just how you sleep.
It's just how he sleeps.
As you're sitting there, like this room that you're in is very very old and very quiet, eerily quiet. Every now and then you can hear through the walls like a far off scraping sound, perhaps. You're
Awesome.
not totally sure what it is. It could be
Rabbit head.
could be a
nothing.
creature, could be like mining picks of some kind. You're not really sure. It's
Mining pick head.
He's just
Um,
headbutting the wall.
The famous dwarven boogeyman.
well, speaking of the boogeyman,
Well,
suddenly
don't say that.
No, that's a
No,
terrible
no.
transition.
I mean, the Candyman. I mean,
you're like, think of something not scary. Oh my god. Suddenly there's a loud thud as something strikes the door of the room that you're in.
Oh crap!
It
the wall that we came through.
no, the door
Or
over
the-
here.
But there's also
Yeah.
a note, apparently.
However, it's a very sturdy door.
Mhm.
And it doesn't like rattle on its hinges or anything, but you do hear something strike it.
Okay, can I wake
And
up?
then it
Stick?
is no,
He's got 2
KO'd.
hours left.
This is we'll say this is maybe like an hour into your
I was just. I
Um,
heard 2 hours, and I was trying to remember how many hours he had.
and you sort of freeze waiting for any other sounds, but after that it's silent. And then you hear in the silence the gentle flutter of a parchment slid under the door, and you can see sort of like a faint golden glow coming from that into the room.
And are these columns like lit? Like
Yes.
so they're okay.
Yeah, so
So
these
I'm not in pure darkness.
No, it's actually pretty bright in here.
Oh, okay.
The columns, you would recognize these as just giant pillars of quartz
hmm
that go up to the ceiling, and they seem to be magically illuminated, casting this kind of like ghostly light shining off of the ancient dwarven armors and weapons arrayed on the racks here.
Okay, and I don't remember if I searched this room before.
No, you just got here.
Okay.
Yeah, you're doing your Dance Revolution.
Can I, like, as I move towards the sort of golden light, like give the room like a search and like kind of like,
Yeah.
I'm imagining she's like walking through and sort of like like through a museum that like doesn't have the how are they called, like bollards? Bollards?
Yeah.
It's like a museum without
the
like
not like roped off.
yeah, it's a non-roped off museum. So she's like touching the armor and sort of like trying to understand like the craft dwarfship.
Sure.
Craftship.
Do you want to? Let's see. I mean,
Like
if
looking at
you're
it,
looking for anything like hidden or something, you could roll perception. If
Definitely
you
looking
want to
for
look at details, you
stuff.
could roll investigation, or
Well,
maybe history.
I think I've got time, so a little of both. So we'll do history,
Sure.
and
Um,
then
And by the way, Marcus, I've got D&D Beyond hooked up, so you can open the roll log if you want.
Oh, yeah.
all right, you ready?
Uh-huh.
Well, I wasn't sure if Micros had to open something. To roll.
Oh.
Ready for my roll?
He
Ready?
would be able to see the
Yeah,
result.
it's a
History. It's good.
Ooh. Yeah, so looking at these, obviously they're very old. But you recognize the style and maybe some insignias and things is these would belong to the house guard of um King Malaire.
Ooh,
Can you
what's
spell
that mean?
Miller?
Yeah, it's pretty much like it sounds. We'll put it in the
Me
handouts.
lair, like Milord, Milair, Milair.
I believe it's like that.
Me lord.
Oh shit, it is. Wow. Um,
And these are all sort of covered in a fine layer of dust, but in very good condition.
Ooh.
very good condition. And is it like ceremonial armor, or does it appear to be
Yeah.
like wearable?
Yeah,
Wearable armor?
think like the
Like terracotta armies, like
not
representations of
terracotta,
armor?
but yeah, it's like it is they're adorning some armor stands, but the armor itself is like, yeah, it's sort of ceremonial but functional.
Hmm.
It would be akin to like the King's Guard in Game of Thrones, very fancy,
Yeah. Okay.
elaborately decorated.
Okay. Um, and then I imagine there's like two tool benches here. So like
Yeah.
history check, it's King Malaire. Now
Mhm.
she doesn't have any. Dimjill doesn't have any sort of like recollection of like is he's like a local in the area, King Malaire, or like would it make sense for him to be in this like underwater deep?
Well,
Is
yes.
he similar to like what we did in the heist campaign?
In the heist. Um,
Remember how we went through like, well, this is more of a question for Mike, I guess, but we went through like the whole heist campaign and like no one could speak Dwarvish. I'm
so
just
we didn't
wondering
learn
if
anything
I'm
on
just
that.
wondering if like out of like in like meta commentary, if like is that a similar figure from that campaign? I guess that's my question.
I don't. Mike, did Malaire come up in Dragon Heist?
I don't think so.
It would seems like it would be sort of a obscure reference for that.
Because he was part of the ancient dwarf civilization that built this dungeon in its first form. It was just home to dwarves, right?
Right.
Okay, but
So
Yeah, he
that
didn't
I
come up
think
now.
that pins it. I think maybe a little bit better.
yeah.
So
So
like this is like the before.
correct. Yeah.
Right.
Like you
More time.
as a dwarf, like all dwarves would know that Malaire is a very very famous, very ancient dwarven king who had a kingdom here in what
Yeah,
eventually the kingdom crumbled
he
and
dug too deep. Yada yada yada.
yeah basically and now Waterdeep is built sort of above to the people living there. They probably don't know, but yeah, built above the ruins of this once grand dwarven kingdom.
Okay. Pretty cool. Are these weapons or are these tools? Like, is there?
These are what, yeah, these look as depicted.
All right.
There's basically to go with the armor sets, a number of battle axes and war picks.
Battle
Um,
picks. Yeah.
yeah, on a couple of different tables.
She like tries to lift one up and is like her arms are so weak. She's like, yeah, that's a good.
Like already
That's a
weaker
good.
than
That's a good pick. I'm sure that's real good for doing something, but I can't swing that thing.
Yeah, you can tell looking these
Just like
over.
clangs on the ground, just whang.
Clatters to the ground. You can tell that by holding it and looking at it, like the hafts, the grips are very finely made, but very well worn. Like they've seen a lot of use over the years.
Okay. Can I make like an investigation around the room then? Just kind of like, I guess, like do like a deep poke.
Sure. See
Oh,
if you
that's
can
not great. Well,
find
okay.
anything else. Let me double check. Let's see. Should have had the page open first. Okay. Anything else? No, you don't notice anything else aside from the equipment, the columns, the portal, and the glowing parchment. It looks maybe akin to the contract from the Little Mermaid.
Nope.
Oh,
I don't remember what that looks like, but okay.
really? Huh.
I just like very good. Like that's a scroll.
Yeah. It's like a very like the parchment itself looks almost as if it's like made out of gold.
I don't remember what that looks like.
Certainly.
I googled it. I gotcha.
Okay.
That's a magic paper.
It looks, yeah. You can tell without even having to check. It's definitely magical of some sort. And you can see that a message is written upon it in common.
I wonder what that is.
Do you read it?
I don't even know if I want to touch that thing. That looks
Just say
verboten.
let me in.
That shit looks verboten. Yeah.
I have to pee so bad.
Say my name 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
In a mirror.
No joke. I mean, I don't read that shit out loud. Everybody knows not to do that. So
Okay, and you would be able to read it without picking it up if you didn't want to handle it, I guess, and just look at it on the ground. But...
yeah, it would be sort of like it was like, is that gold? And like tow it like slightly, but not pick it up because it looks like a landmine. in like yeah, like that looks like a trick.
Okay, you poke it with your foot and it crinkles like parchment would.
Huh.
It's a trap.
Yeah.
Explodes.
I eat it.
That's what the parchment wants you to think.
I eat it.
I'm gonna go with it's not a trap.
He eats it. Oh no.
Yeah, I'll pick it up unless I can read it from there. Unless it's like
you can read
big.
it without picking it up if you want.
All right, cool.
It's up to you.
Yeah, what does it say?
It says the following thing that I'm just going to paste it in the handout.
Handouts.
We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
It appears to be
never
some
going to
sort
give
of...
you up. Never going to let you go.
Oh man, I should have done that. Damn it. Yeah, it appears to be some sort of
secret key lies
poem,
encased. Behold the
riddle?
mountains high.
It's fucking weird that this thing tried to break down the door and just slid this fucking weird poem under it.
Maybe it's someone whose eyes have been gouged out and they were looking for the door, but their hands are also stuffed like into their ears, and they found the door with their face, and then they just opened their mouth to let go of the paper, and it magically went out the door.
It could be two separate things.
Could be.
I don't know. I like the first hypothesis.
Something tried to break in. It's now just trying a different tactic.
Oh no, the blind and the like letter in the mouth, and that all sounds.
I'm digging this. So it's like she's reading this, and it's in common, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
written in a very fancy script, like outrageous swirls on the letters and stuff.
Mm-hmm. So like the Little Mermaid scroll.
Yep.
The what? Oh yeah.
Little Mermaid scroll.
And I'll say it's also signed with an H.
So the king wrote it. Great.
What? H?
The king that's mentioned in the poem.
No. Hallister.
For Hallister, right?
No, man, that's Hallister. I met that dude. That dude's weird. It's a weird tea party guy.
11 gates. Only one way to leave. Your key lies encased.
Yeah, I mean, I know who built this like labyrinth, like dungeon thing, and this guy like just left like this little fortune for me. And he's
She
like, the
says
only
to
way to
herself.
she's like, the only way to escape is that it's like 8 fortune cookies like have their fortunes like taped to each other like with gold tape.
It's like
I
a
get it.
ransom note.
Guys,
Fortune cookie ransom note.
Fortune cookie nonsense.
11 gates I have placed, but only one way to depart. The secret key lies encased in what? Okay. Behold the mountain's heart. Uh-huh. And if you need a helping hand, old Melaire is here to guide you. Find him where the 4 gods stand. That's weird. You didn't capitalize gods. Maybe you should. I don't know. Find him where the 4 gods stand, guarding secrets that seem true. All right. Well, I'm sure that'll make sense when I get there.
So, what do?
I guess I pick that scroll up and like roll it up without damaging it.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, fold it up 5 times. Or is it 8 times? 5 times.
Okay. So yeah, you can add that to your inventory if you need it for future reference.
Mermaid scroll. Got it.
It's a tool that will come in use later.
If you need a
Or
helping
not.
hand, old Malaire is here to guide you. Find him where the 4 guards. Find him where the 4 gods stand. Guarding.
You're like, my comment is not that good.
Guarding secrets. It's fucking weird handwriting.
Yeah.
Why do you write it like that?
Big swooping G's.
Yeah. Why do you need like 8 circles for like a T? I don't get it. Up and down, left and right. Line. What the fuck? Who needs circles on T's?
Yeah, the dwarves not known for their love of curves.
Do not. It's hard to do in stone with a sharp metal. Curves are hard. Okay. Well, so she's got this like scroll, and she's got looks like time. Like, does the door appear to be locked? I think like after hearing something bump against it, she's not going to open it, but she's like, okay, are we safe in here? Maybe I can like. She's like, maybe I can like drag one of these like picks over and like jam it in the door handles.
Good idea.
Thanks.
You...
I'm scared and hurt.
Yes, you could do that. You don't see any sort of locking mechanism in the door, but it does seem to be securely shut.
Can I make it more
it's made,
securely?
Yes. Yeah. You could wedge a weapon through the handles. It from what you can tell, like it's a stone door. And probably similar to things that you've seen from your home.
All right, so she takes this tool. She goes, "Stone is good, but metal is better." And jams that shit in the door.
Okay. I wonder if I can actually fit that through there.
I was gonna say, can you float? You should
yeah, it's gonna kind of like awkwardly clip through the door.
That's perfect. Who
You know?
cares? That's perfect. Beautiful.
Okay. Door secured.
So she like maybe like breathes it a little bit more. It's not that this place has become a home, but it feels a lot safer.
Okay.
And Tick is still asleep. Is there anything soft in here? Like
we
Tick?
Can I make him like a bed of knives? Or
I don't know if I'd word it as asleep, more as clinging to life.
Yeah.
Comatose.
Well, I can't do anything.
He's so cute when he's dead.
I literally can't do anything
Catatonic.
for this little baby. My little scaly baby.
Nope, not unless you got healing abilities. But we can fast forward a little bit. So
Thank you.
yeah, Tick.
You don't want to hear the nursery rhymes that she remembers for him.
You awake mid nursery rhyme.
He's like nursing on a jewel, a diamond.
Coin in his
I
mouth.
don't know if that's a.
The
I'm gonna move you over here.
Just wakes up
Watching over.
screaming.
I'm just like going through my inventory. Is sand medicine? No. Is tinderbox medicine? No.
What happened? What
Hon-
happened?
Honestly, we got
Where'd the
hit
lady
real.
go?
We
Where am
got
I?
hit real bad. Do you remember the
Yeah.
forest? Do you remember that
What?
forest? The forest with the
No, yes,
scary druid
Where's
lady
my
that.
broom?
Oh no, I'm sorry, Tick. It stayed exactly where you used to be, and
Where?
it's just floating in the air.
How long has it been? What year is
Oh,
it?
did nobody grab the broom?
No, it
No.
floats where it is. It doesn't like gently
I
float
forgot
down.
about that.
It's
Yeah.
just sitting there in the air.
Wait, didn't I thought Tick called it down to try to pull him out of the vines, but that failed.
Oh,
It
I
did,
thought he
so
got
it's probably
knocked
sitting
off
down
of
there.
it.
He
I thought he got-
did, and then he fell down, and then he called it down to try to help him out of the
Oh,
vines.
well then
and
yeah,
wrap
it's
him up.
probably under the tree then.
Where
But-
are we?
Okay.
Where is everybody?
Okay.
Why does
Well,
my face hurt?
Until you finish panicking, and then
Just
Sorry, I've had a lot of time. I thought I was going to
Keen
rest. but
mind is telling me nothing.
There's nowhere soft. There's nowhere soft. in
Actually,
here.
no. I was just going to say your keen mind does tell you something.
Oh, my keen
you-
mind tells me something.
So even though you wake up, it's very disorienting. You were last in like this sunny forest, and then you got hit with some fire or something, and then now you're like in this strange underground place. You don't
Okay.
necessarily recognize exactly where you are, but you have seen these columns before.
Ooh.
Does he wake up with 1 HP? Or
Yeah.
1 hit point? All right. Chick, I'm so sorry. You look real bad. You look like a burnt matchstick right now.
Yeah, Tick, he sort of ignoring everything else about your situation.
Yeah.
You hyper focus on the fact that these look identical to the glowing pillars that you found after traveling through a portal with Ham.
Oh.
Is what I
I've seen
picture.
these before after I traveled through a portal with Ham. And that tells me that we must have walked through a portal, didn't we?
Yeah, I got it. Oh man, you should have seen it. This portal was so cool. They had like pictures of like dwarves dancing, and then I was like, you know what? I've actually seen this before. And I did the dance that they said to do, and this like gate opened, and I was like, wow. But
So
also, we were probably going to die if we didn't go in there. So I panicked.
yeah.
I
For the
took
sake of
us
brevity,
Dimension
does
Door.
Dimajil like catch him up on recent events?
I was just doing
In
it
a
right
very
now.
long-winded,
I was
meandering
literally just
fashion.
we almost died, and then I dimension doored to the last safe place I could think of, which was you and I in the dragon horde. Because I saw the dragon, he came out and he said, "You need to leave or you'll die." And
Dick,
so
while listening to this, drinks
we-
a potion of cure
we went back
wounds.
to the dragon
Okay.
horde,
ahead
and
and roll it.
oh, you had that on your person?
Yeah, I guess you didn't
What?
really like frisk him, huh?
Well, a potion of cure wounds is me casting cure wounds on myself.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Yeah.
that makes
So
sense.
like
You
Tick
mixed
reaches
that shit.
into a
You mixed it,
bottle.
right?
Yeah, Tick mixes it in front of him. And he's
Mhm.
like chugging it. I also get a extra bonus because it's technically an artificer spell.
Mm,
Anyways,
Those are
that
continue.
looks good. No, that looks real good. What's that? What flavor was that?
Mosquito wasp wings and what looks like baboon's heart.
Cool. I heard barbecue, so sounds delicious. Mesquite.
Yeah, I call it
meat.
A1 for short.
Yeah.
Drinking a bottle of A1
Steak,
sauce.
just steak sauce. Anyway, so I dimension doored us to the last safe place I could think of on the floor, which was surrounded by treasure. I don't think that says anything about us dwarves, but there wasn't.
Don't read into it.
Yeah, there weren't no dragon there, and we didn't die. So then I hid through a portal, and here we are. I've been
and
looking at
Tick, you
these
obviously see
armors.
this.
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah.
King Malaire's. He's the guy who apparently like carved this hole. You know.
So this isn't the exact room that I went in though with
No,
him, right?
no,
Okay.
but the pillars look.
Yeah. I've been on this level before.
What level is? Do you know what level that is?
No, but there is another portal that leads back to
Mm,
the water and the drow level, and with the frogs, and what was that, level
yeah,
3?
4.
4?
I think it
Keen
was
mind.
4.
Yeah, it's 4.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Well-
I'd love to help. I think I need just a little breather. I can't get any rest. There's something about that.
We
like
can't
that.
go back that way, can we?
Oh, yeah, we can.
Well, okay.
I'm just.
Into the dragon's horde with the thing
We
fighting
can go
us.
that way, but that way seemed like not a place to be. So that's why I took us here.
Okay. Are we safe? And Tick starts wandering around the room.
She proudly shows you the pickaxe that she put in the door. Yeah, we're safe.
Good use of engineering.
Look,
Yeah.
I've picked the lock.
Yeah, she has.
I don't want to play D&D
That's great.
anymore. I'm done.
Going out on a high note.
Yeah, so
Sorry.
you see that she has secured the
you
door with a battle pick.
Magnificent.
Okay, so she's picked the door.
Fucking +1 inspiration. We're doing
Outstanding.
Yes.
Tick's back
inspired.
up to 10 health, so he feels a little bit better. And then, is there, again, for the sake of brevity, since we're going to be swapping back and forth between players, and I don't want to take up all the time, does Tick notice anything around this room that Dimajil hasn't?
I did a poor investigation, so maybe you have some room there. I could catch you up on the history.
Okay, fine.
Tick does have
Investigate
a
18.
higher. You're doing
Yes.
investigation. Okay.
I have advantage if I'm using small thing. If I'm looking around.
Oh, you've got your microscope, huh?
Yeah. Here,
No.
advantage.
You guys.
19.
You guys have apparently
place, please.
uncovered everything there is to find in here.
Okay. Well, I guess there's only one way to go then. We're gonna have to get out here. Tick takes another concoction and drinks another one.
Y'all got
Okay.
any more of that steak sauce?
16. Okay, I get 16 back this time. That's much better.
Wait, and I'm looking at this. I'm going through my inventory. I'm trying to remember. I have a pearl, a black pearl that's glowing, faintly glowing.
Yes, you took that from the dragon sword.
Okay, I took that from the. I was gonna say I did take something from the dragon sword. I don't remember.
The dragon sword.
How much?
Did I examine that at all? I think I just picked it up at the
I
time.
don't think you got it. Yeah, you recognized that it would probably be very valuable, but you didn't
All right.
get it appraised or identified, I don't think.
Could I try and do that as like being like a gem?
Like
jewels
you want to appraise it,
Yeah.
or you want to see if it does anything?
Both? Can I appraise it of power?
I
don't know. Either one. Like maybe just in the moment that I had like between Tick coming to.
Oh, that's actually very interesting. So it was when you look at it again, now that you take it out, it had been glowing before.
Had been.
Not really bright, like it wouldn't cast light, but you could see that it had sort of like a little fire inside of it almost. It is no longer doing that. but um,
Something about like
what
being
kind of
close to
check would
dragons.
appraisal be? Like a
Do you need
tools
healing, though?
So jeweler's tools. It says training with jeweler's tools includes the basic techniques needed to beautify gems. It also gives you expertise in identifying precious stones.
Oh, so you'd add was it
Double my.
double or is it 1.5?
It's
Is it double your proficiency?
I think. Yeah, proficiency.
Okay.
And then it did a Arcana investigation, identify gems. It says you can identify them and determine value at a glance. Um,
So it's all for appraising.
Investigation, when you inspect jeweled objects, your proficiency aids you in picking out clues they might hold. Or Arcana, proficiency with jeweler's tools grants you knowledge about the reputed mystical uses of gems. So this insight proves handy.
Okay.
Make an Arcana. So, like, if it's like a magic check, it's Arcana. If it's a like detail, it's investigation. But I can also determine value at a glance.
Yeah, and that doesn't require a check. It sounds like.
That's interesting. I never thought about like you don't know what the gems are worth.
Right. Yeah.
You
Like,
know?
is
You're always
this
like,
a good gem?
it's a ruby worth 500. You're like,
Yeah.
okay,
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
you should totally
Gandalf
have to
has-
eyeball it and like roll.
Well,
Maybe
it's like-
maybe you roll poorly and you think it's worth thousands. You know?
You're so convinced,
Yeah.
and anybody trying to short you.
Oh my god! You just summarized playing barony. Just
Oh yeah.
saving like 18 gems, and when you finally get the chance to like appraise them, they're all worth like like 1 gold because they're
Like
all just
nothing.
worthless glass. Yeah.
Fuck.
Like this is like a broken beer bottle that was just in the ocean for a long time.
I did that when I was a
Um,
kid. I found a shard of like beer bottle glass,
Like
and I
sea
thought it was like
glass.
an emerald.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Same.
Treasure.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right, so I guess that. So I think that I'll see if the value,
no
what
magical
the value
emeralds.
is, and then I'll try an Arcana check.
Okay.
Gimme. Are you hurt?
So a black pearl of this size would retail if you sold it on eBay. Could probably fetch about 500 gold.
Okay, I think that's
Pretty
what
valuable as far as gems go.
Cool. And I'm.
Are you hurt?
I'm-
Yeah,
I'm-
you can tell that she's been injured.
I'm about
Okay.
half. I got about half a tank.
Half a
You
As they
cast
say.
level 2 cure wounds, 15, 16, 17, 18. You get 19 health back, but you have to chug a potion that is a clear white liquid, but it has small chunks in it.
It does nothing.
Oh, cool! It's like a
Do you drink it?
pine colada.
Yeah.
Yeah, I drink that. Bottoms up.
All right.
Shoots it. She shoots it.
And you'll get your 19 back. I'm also Tick is
She's
going
not getting any hit
to.
points back. She
Mhm.
can't heal.
So it tastes gross. She
Mm,
drinks
That's
it.
so good. What's it supposed to
But
do?
yeah, you can't tell that it actually did anything. Your wounds are still there.
Oh,
You still feel very weak.
that
It
usually
seemed
works.
to have no effect.
Maybe you're
I'm
losing it.
losing.
I haven't.
I'm
Yeah,
losing my touch.
she's like scratching her neck, like just like I haven't slept in a while. Like maybe it'll kick in after a nap or something.
Tick fiddles with a ring on his finger, and it activates. You see him, and he gets it kind of pours a little bit of liquid. It's like he turns it, and it's like a small container, and that's just phrasing for I get a spell slot back.
Hell yeah!
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna
I get
do
more
It's like a
Arcana.
ring pop.
Yeah.
It's like like fun dip. He like takes the ring pop, it unscrews it. He like dips it in some powder and like licks it and like screws it back into the container.
Perfect. So we there's not much more we can do in here. I just don't know if we're gonna be able to handle ourselves in this area.
I'm trying to keep it together, and I hear you. I mean I can, kung fu, like slap a bitch. Like,
You sprain your wrist doing that.
wah, Wacha!
That
Like,
Arcana check,
I have a
you
plus. I'm trying to figure out, like, I can't see if
Can
I
I
have
see what's wrong with
expertise
her? Do we
or
know
proficiency in
what's wrong with her?
jewelries, but I have a
Yes.
+3 to that
Okay.
roll. Yes, we do know what's wrong. It's
Does it happen
when
to
I went through
credit?
the portal, it was the bad luck
Oh,
roll
yeah.
of like Hallister fucks
So
you.
she's been temporarily cursed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing that happened to Credit.
And it's a minor,
Yeah.
like a minor. Was it restoration?
Lesser restoration to cure.
Lesser restoration.
Well, if we ever gain a level, that won't be an issue anymore. We'll be able to cast lesser restoration for free.
That's right. And she pats you on the head.
But I feel like I need to become smarter to learn that recipe somehow through some sort of abstract mechanic.
Study. I always found study helps.
So,
Practice.
you want to rest in here for a little bit? Or...
I don't think it's real like rough in here. Like I guess I'm looking at like these old like armor sets, and that they're real like jagged and pokey, and maybe I need something a little bit more like worn and
Right.
soft.
All
No,
right.
let's go, yo.
Hey, Sart.
I need at least 12 bed feather mattresses.
Sart 3.0 crawls out of his pack, miraculously unscathed from
Is
the
that
sheer
our-
amount of firepower that he took because
Is that
Sart
our
has
little
evasion.
guy? Is that our little boy with that pretty gem, or did?
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Hey, bud.
We're gonna be using you as a scout.
Can I be his aunt, like de facto, like honorary?
If you want to grow too attached, I feel like right now might not be the best time.
Oh,
Maybe if he makes it out of here, if we don't die. Yeah, just go ahead, be our little scout. What did you say, Father?
Are you okay? So you remove the
Yeah.
pick.
I want to unpick the door.
Okay. Tossing the pick aside.
We need to make it. Now, the funny thing is, I don't know if you remember, Kai, but I do, is when me and Ham went through that portal, I left a little bauble.
Baubele.
I don't remember. What did you leave?
I left just my little trinkets that I make, my little magical tinkering,
Mm-hmm.
and it emits a 5-foot radius of light.
Oh. Okay.
I chucked it in there to see around a corner because it was super dark.
Yeah. And does that just go on forever?
Yeah.
Sounds like
Until actually the very next one I make will break that one.
Okay, so you can only have one out at a time.
Well,
like
I can have 4 out at a time.
Oh.
Gotcha.
It's
like
just
a nuclear nightlight.
literally, I didn't get a chance to make Aladar one yet, and that would have replaced it. So I guess it's convenient that we got split up before I made that.
Okay. Well then. So, you move the pickaxe. You push the door open. Hold the door open.
I shall scout, Father.
And he's just gonna.
Damn, dude. Shh. Tell that boy.
There's a dead guy here. There's a dead guy. I found a dead guy.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Oh,
His
the alarm just
police
goes off.
siren on the top of his head is
Immediately
going
starts
off.
shrieking.
Oh no!
So
I didn't
Granted, does that
troubleshoot this at all.
does that make more sense to land him in?
Right.
So yeah, the first thing you find in the hallway, it is decorated with shields and axes at regular intervals, and then lying in the middle of the hall is a Duragar whose head has been twisted off of his body.
Oh no!
Oh, look, it's
Playing
another
Lethal Company.
it's another robot. Hey, look at
There's
this
spring in
little
there.
guy. Look at this little robot.
And now we're
Stared
going
at the
to
Bracken.
pause
Image
and
Jill.
head back to the other guys.
Oh, down.
Look, this little robot's come apart. Let me go fix him.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh,
So
I'm glad I have a backup character because Dimajil's just gonna walk into all the traps, aren't we?
meanwhile, we'll bounce back to Krenit and Bartok. So up up to a couple of hours will have passed at this point. You don't have to have been here that whole time, but just to keep you on the same timeline with the other two.
Wait, real quick,
Yeah.
just for notes. The floor we were just on, does Tick remember what floor number that was? Like with his perfect memory, would he remember?
Yes.
But you guys didn't. You don't actually. I know it says it at the top of the screen, but you guys don't actually know what floor that is.
We don't.
We just
actually
know that I've been here before.
We
Yeah,
know
we
that
didn't
it
actually
connects.
explore it at all.
Okay,
Right.
it's like floor question mark connects to floor 4. All right.
Yes.
So it's literally a way to circumvent this entire floor because you might have angered the druid.
Kai, with the when I sent the arcane eye down here, moving at 30 feet every 6 seconds, it took like almost an hour to get down to almost here. Is that right?
Yeah, that it took quite a while to traverse, the winding river as it traveled from level 4 to 5. You're trying to estimate like the time it's going to take to get back?
I'm trying to think if Aladar did fly back, or if somebody was able to make it back to town. I realize now that I could have turned Bartok into a Quetzalcoatl or a pterodactyl.
Can't just be making up animals. I know this is D&D.
Quetzalcoatlus, that was what it's called.
You're going to be limited to dinosaur shapes.
You could bird me. That sounds better than being fished.
Yes, but like you would end up making it all the way through floor 4 and like almost the skullport before and because this thing has a pretty fast flying speed, it's 80 feet. You could probably make it most of the way there, but they have quite the head start. And that's still like I could also just phone home and see if anybody's shown up at Skullport. I could call Kelris.
Seems prudent.
So I will use the Rocky Talkie to call my backup character.
And just have a phone call with yourself on the other line.
Brother.
I'll call Rizaril and ask her if any of the party members have if she's aware of any of the party members making it back.
Hey, babe.
What's up, girl?
How long are you? Like, is this at the end of the 2 hours or something?
Yeah.
Or like, okay. So in that case, since
waited, nothing is happening.
No, you guys seem to be safe here. At least Willow and or Tirulai have not come after you here. So you're just kind of staying put. It would be enough time to take a short rest if you wanted to do that. If you're just kind of hunkering down, right?
I will take you up on the short rest option.
Okay, so both you guys can.
Bartok dutifully stands guard.
Trying to look more stoic than Ham.
Yes, precisely.
You're like Ham's standing perfectly still, and you're like trying to do better than that.
But like fighting an itch on my
back.
big bald head.
Yeah.
And I will use Arcane Recovery. Where's that here? Arcane Recovery to get a 4th level spell slot back.
Okay. So since you guys are waiting, we're kind of fast forwarding this. We're gonna jump over to Aladar on his way back upriver.
Something bad happens to Aladar.
Never
How long
ever.
does fly last?
Not this season.
I hope not. I'm the fucking protagonist.
Okay. So
Fly lasts 10 minutes. But then I would obviously walk up the rest of the way.
yeah. So it takes some time to traverse the river, heading back up it. But yeah, using your magic, complemented by your magical items, you arrive back in the uh, dark, wet caverns of level 4. The pungent air full of mushroom spores.
Hmm.
This hallway in particular littered with the corpses of like a couple dozen burned troglodytes.
Are you a tiny no name
A cold.
kobold?
You are a kobold?
Yeah, I'm cold.
Uh,
That's
Okay.
what I thought of.
Okay.
I'm trying to think about at this point I might just turn into what should I turn into? Fuck. Aladar
Turn
seems
to
like
the
a bad
leader of
idea.
the fish people.
No, because that got me hurt last time.
So that all that means is it can't hurt you again, right?
I'll just turn. I'll just turn into a human. Don't need to give me one. We could just say I'm a
Just
human.
a human, a random
Yeah,
human guy.
Generic looking human guy.
What's that song? Just an
Obviously
everyday
stealthing.
something ordinary.
Do one of them stealth checks.
If you are trying to sneak, yeah. Do you have your
Oh,
you've got like goggles of night or something so you
Yeah,
can
I
see?
got goggles of dark vision.
Okay.
23. I'm
Nice.
gonna go mostly the way I know is safe. Believe
Okay.
is safe.
You
I take the bus to work, motherfucker.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
What the hell's John
I don't know.
Joey or something like that?
Yes, that's yeah.
Yeah.
No, we didn't go this way.
Okay, back into
Back to
hang on. As you're traveling through that room, you get to hear
okay.
and
the
see
rats
something.
are dead. The rats are
Oh yeah, I
fucking
see
dead.
the were rats, right?
Yes.
Oh
you
god.
see
You
the
asleep?
corpse
Cheeser.
of Cheeser.
I go
My
the other
boy.
way.
What have they done to
I don't know who the fuck they are. I'm gonna take my chances on the log.
Oh yeah,
No
that's
one's
not.
ever crossed the log
There we
before.
go. Get rid of the water. There we go.
Do I have to make a check or anything, or is it wide enough to?
Sure. Yeah. Give
feel
me a acrobatics just for fun.
I recognize that
I
log.
hate the just for fun ones.
Okay. Yeah. You're fine.
Oops, I hit space bar. I think it rolled. I'm gonna continue.
You've crossed a log or two, maybe.
Let's hear. Yeah, we went this way. We've been here. I worry about crossing this area here. I'll probably resume water walking. You don't have to give me water walking unless something happens along said water. But I'll probably walk to
Go like to the one of these. There's
here,
let's see,
right?
one,
Wait, no, where's
two,
the spot we
three.
would know would be safe? Probably right here.
This one you've used before. This one you have
Yeah.
not gone. You haven't been in this room at all yet, really.
Yeah, but I'm not going anywhere I haven't been. That's for
Okay.
sure.
Do you have like little markers to indicate like which rooms we have been in?
I could do that, yeah. You've been pretty much all over this level. There's like 2 corners you haven't gone to.
Okay, once I make it to here, I'll turn myself back into Aladar and head up.
Okay. You creep your way through the winding tunnels of level 4.
How safe would it be to go to the surface from here, as
From
opposed to going to
here?
as opposed to going to school?
You would have to. I mean, it's a lot faster to get to Skullport. It would
For
be
sure.
relatively safe to walk back, to you're talking about going back up into
Yeah.
the yawning portal, right? And that via that
Yeah.
way. I mean
If
it's
it's
been
safe,
pretty
I'm gonna go back there. I'm not gonna go.
okay. Okay, yeah, it's
Mostly
been
because I fear that they'll they may figure out I'm a Harper agent and I don't want to be killed.
gotcha. Yeah, it thus far has been pretty safe. Uh, you've cleared out most things. You guys control several of the areas there. And then Rizaril and the Zents have been like controlling the Goblin Bazaar and like all that stuff. Should be pretty safe.
Okay. Yeah, I'd go back.
You're
Maybe
going
it's
all the
right
way
there.
to the surface.
He's
Yeah.
making the long trek back.
I have important information to give Mert, so as soon as I can meet with him, I will.
Is that the guy with the other bar?
And Kuba has a stone to print it, right?
Yeah.
And he's probably at the bar, so I'll just tell him, hey, Eleanor made it to the surface.
Because he
Go us.
escorted.
Don't worry, your hero is safe.
Escorted Rotharm back up. Okay, let me hang on. I want to peek at another map.
Nobody look. Look away from your screen.
Nobody look. Nobody look. Nobody look.
Stop looking.
Stop looking. You're gonna run.
Feel your piercing gaze.
I can feel you looking.
I'm just looking at like the path back from 2 to 3 and whatever. All right, I can't find what I was looking for. All right. Well, yeah, we're gonna say
It would take a while for sure.
yeah. It's gonna take a while to get up there. We're talking a few hours for sure.
Yeah.
So he's hoofing it. Do you want to stop at the bazaar or any of like the known locations on the way back?
No, because I need to tell like of amazing urgency. I need to tell Mert some stuff.
Gotcha.
And I probably would have told the group if we had a moment that we need to go back to the surface for any reason.
Okay.
So.
Well.
Oh, I realized I should use this doubly as an excuse to go back up top. And I don't really want to go back to the Druid anytime soon for a moment.
Yeah.
Unless we have some sort of game plan.
Okay, then I'm going to put Aladar topside. So that you can have a chat with Mr. Mert.
Just for my memory, who's Mert again?
Harper.
He's the Harper leader.
Yeah, sort of.
Is he the one that we met in the playhouse?
Yes.
Okay.
He's a jolly fellow.
Drunk.
Yeah, he's kind of the de facto Harper leader. Used to be dungeon delving buddies with Durnan.
The self-made man. That's like an important thing.
Yeah, and he's also the only person who is very open about being a masked lord. Like everybody knows that.
Mert's just like a straight up
It's just
jolly
sort of
guy.
an open secret in Waterdeep.
I like. I was just checking his name, how it was spelled, because I, of course, got it wrong.
But yeah, you're thinking like MURT or something.
I think it was MERT. But this little description came up, and it's great.
And wheezy.
All right, that's it. That's
we'll
it.
Put this in context.
That's the
that was over 100 years ago from now.
Yeah, he like magically
true.
lives for like a long time.
But like his character art like he is large, but he doesn't. It still paints him as like pretty like physically capable. He's like an out of shape adventurer, right?
Yeah.
He's just
Former
retired
Like
linebacker.
Stan from American Dad.
and just had like
Yeah.
been doing too much drinking and not enough exercise, but he could still probably take on like most of Waterdeep in a fight.
Yeah, he's like kind of like the definition of like the fun-loving adventurer. He's very open about stuff.
There's a fun picture of Mert and Durnan.
Merton Durnan.
Mert and Durnan.
Mert.
Yeah, there you go.
Merturned and Durnan.
Where is okay? I need to grab a map that I didn't have imported yet. But okay, since Aladar is on his way back up, we'll bounce back over to Krenit and Bartok.
Krenit and Bartok.
Now that a couple hours have passed, and you're gonna use your sending.
Best friends forever.
I hope you guys don't die.
So you asked, was it Rizril or
Rizril, yeah. I asked
Okay.
Rizril if any of my party members have been seen in Skullport because we got scattered.
She says that's a negative.
Didn't Credit ask Kuva to get in touch?
Did he?
Did I?
We had mentioned that offhand. I don't actually know if it happened.
I don't
I think
recall.
what you heard is that when Aladar gets topside, he knows that Kuva has a phone.
There we go. That's what it was.
What Aladar doesn't know is that Kuva. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure this is the case. I'm not sure that.
Would you give him like a fake one? Like you don't really want him to call
No,
It's just a rock.
I had Kuva give the phone to Calrus because I wanted to orchestrate a meeting with oh god, Manchun.
Oh
and
shit.
never
Oh, yeah,
had
that's
her
right,
give
you're
the
a
phone
bad guy.
back. So she has the phone. Kuva does not have the phone. Just to be
Alright.
clear.
Cool.
So yeah, we're reaching out to Rizaril.
Hey, maybe Mert knows someone who can cast sending.
I don't want to busy him. I don't want to bother him.
We're bad at our job. Help.
So if I don't have Arcane Eye prepared, so there's no way for me to like see what is happening out there.
Would you prepare it over a short rest?
Bartok will
No,
wander.
gotta be a long rest for wizards to prepare
really?
spells. Yeah.
Wander down to the mouth of the tunnel and just see if there's anything you can see across the way.
Is it still pouring rain?
Yeah.
Yeah, hours later.
So yeah, still raining.
Still raining.
You take a look. From your vantage point, looking across the river here. No, you don't. You don't really see anything.
Would also probably go to the other end of the tunnel, the bridge
The
where
bridge side.
he spotted folks talking to Tyrioli.
Yeah.
Not trying to be obvious about it, obviously incapable of sneaking, but yeah, just like wander up, take a look, see if the dragons made it back,
He
see sort
there.
of what.
Yeah. You can actually, from the other side of the river, you can see the dragon hanging out on its perch. Seems to be enjoying the wet weather.
Got its
Hmm.
earbuds in.
Wash its scales, make them nice and sparkly.
Come back to Krennet. Our dragon friend has made a roost. All seems calm, if damp.
Well, thank you for looking. Do you feel like waiting here, or are you impatient to find somewhere else to be? You and I could look downriver could look upriver. I could polymorph you. You could take off for an hour and make it as far towards Skullport as you can, and then I will follow you.
He nods dutifully, little salute, says, "I've never been a bird before, but as a boy," and his eyes get sort of glassy. He loses himself in a memory until you decide to change him into something.
Of crafting some wings and jumping off a roof and injuring
Yep.
himself terribly.
That's how I
Yep.
broke my arm. God.
I just think of
I mean, we-
Venture Brothers.
I was picturing
Yeah.
like stapling chicken wings to his arms and jumping off a roof.
So we're not being actively pursued. I feel like we. I don't want to take us entirely out of this episode, but I do feel it's actually smart to just sit here until I can cast sending and figure out where everybody else is.
Oh yeah.
However, that doesn't mean I can't turn you into a bird. So if you would like to do something, do you want to be native or do you want to be awesome?
How's that even a
Uh,
question?
There
As-
be a-
are wrong
A
answers.
pro raven, which wouldn't stand out here, or I could turn you into a
Phoenix.
Quetzalcoatlus.
That's not a bird.
I'm generally mistrustful of things I
That-
can't pronounce, but
That's a dinosaur.
Crow,
That's-
it is.
It's actually not even a dinosaur. It's like a pterodon.
unless of course you tell me that it's a dinosaur, in which case he's in.
It's
In
not a
which case,
dinosaur.
yes, of
it's
course.
it's a
It
pterodon.
is absolutely a dinosaur.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Tell him everything's a dinosaur. He won't know. He can't find a mirror.
Everything
Oh,
will
God.
be a dinosaur eventually.
It is.
It's
a
not.
dinosaur.
It's not.
Well, then he gives you a sidelong look, like, well, you know what the obvious choice is.
And Krennet will cast
Dinosaur.
polymorph on Bartok and turn him into a Quetzalcoatlus.
And I didn't even have to get
Oh, you know
mad.
what? I think there is actually.
I'm
There's
just saying,
totally one.
You
in
guys,
here.
not to be an asshole, they're not dinosaurs.
That's fine. They are beasts.
Maybe
which
in
is all that matters.
maybe in real life. In
Are they rad? Is
It's
the
a
question.
it's a pterosaur.
My God.
I think
sure,
dinosaurs
in-
are dumb, so
You're
I don't
one of
really
those
know anything
kids.
about them.
It's a pterosaur.
Pterosaur?
The
Yes.
plesiosaur.
Yeah.
The
in,
dinosaurs are walking animals.
fair enough. In the monster
Big
manual, it is
nerd.
a huge beast (parentheses dinosaur).
Yep. I'm just saying that's wrong. But
Taking
go
up
on.
Wizards of the Coast because one of
Actually,
them
I have-
got it wrong.
I have
Takes me
2
out of
children
it.
under 10. That's wrong.
So making you a dinosaur expert. Just
It does
Absolutely.
actually.
yeah, I know. And these are
Pterosaurs
huge,
not
actually.
dinosaurs,
Holy
thank you
fuck!
very much.
They're not
That's pretty
dinosaurs. It
big.
turns out
Yeah, okay, so
that
you,
really only
you
the
cast this
third?
and suddenly
they are
Holy
demon
crap.
pelicans.
very cramped.
Demon pelicans.
Oh, are those the ones that attack them in Jurassic Park 3?
I
in, like, the
don't
big
think so.
cage
Those
thing?
that is the funniest thing I've.
Are those
Wait.
pterodactyls? I don't know. Anyway, you
The
turn
hallway
into
suddenly gets very cramped.
They're big. The Quetzalcoatlus is big.
And
Yeah.
Bartok
Actually, yeah, that looks pretty
awkwardly
accurate.
like tries to fold the wings in. You see him look a little haughtily at Ham now that he's taller, and then heads out. You know, and gives
Somebody toggle fly on this dinosaur, please.
thank you. Gives credit a curt nod and then takes off. His mission is to see what's are we going upriver or down or back where we came? Yeah, pardon me. Downriver or upriver where we came from?
If you're interested in looking for people,
Yes.
then you would be going upriver.
Cool. Yeah. No, Bartok is not a. I mean, he's a lone wolf in terms of entrepreneurship and a hard day's work. But as far as all of this strange shit that he's seen in the last 3 days, yeah, no, it's people all the way.
Self-made pterodactyl.
Yeah, so he's
This-
just gonna.
Because
He goes-
that model reminds me of something so special. It was the first job I ever had in college. It was like an internship at a print shop, and they tried to open up custom business cards, and someone was like, I want a business card, and the art that I want on it is a roadrunner or a woodpecker with a chainsaw. And it's like that we don't have that. And it's like, well, I mean, do you want to try
Why
it?
not?
Do you want to try it? And it's like, I actually did try it once. And I saved the picture from
Yes.
20 years ago. This
Oh
is
my
what
God.
that dinosaur reminds me of.
Deepest lore.
Birds with
Just
fucking
like in that movie,
chainsaws.
Like
Smoking
that movie,
Aces. when the guy
Smoking
fell-
Aces.
What if that happened to the bird? It would suck, don't you think?
Why would they give a bird a chainsaw? Yeah, and I'm
Okay.
going to fly back up
Bartok
Amazing.
river for as
swoops
long as.
upriver.
And then Krennic is the plan was Krennic's gonna follow with a
After
fly.
I know polymorph is dropped,
Okay, yeah.
I
Oh,
will
'cause you're
come after you unless I get distracted.
giving him
That
the
never
head start.
happens.
Okay.
The idea is that you will hopefully wait where you land. Can you see in the dark, Bartok?
Let's see.
I
I
don't believe
could
so.
when I had
Like
a
as
fucking
Bartok, not as
light-emitting marble, but someone had to take that away.
No, I think Goliaths lack
They
dark
lack
vision.
dark vision. Yep.
Okay, so you're gonna be sitting in the dark for.
I have a torch.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
man,
I'm
he's
not just gonna sadly be sitting in the dark, imagining, what it was like flying. No, I got a torch and a tinderbox. I'll be fine.
All right.
So let me see. I think Quetzalcoatlus fly speed 80.
Yeah.
So yeah, that thing can really haul ass.
Making good time.
It is a big dinosaur though. So some of those like the river gets sort of narrow and like the stalactites hang down dangerously.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna say based on your even though the spell doesn't last a super long time.
It's what, an hour?
Oh, I guess that would be enough time. Okay. How about a acrobatics check
All right,
using
let's look up
the
a stat
dino
block
stat
for a
block,
Quetzalcoatlus.
which I think you should have access to in D&D Beyond.
It's a
Mhm.
+1 to your dex.
Yep.
Yeah, weirdly they
Alright,
don't really
let's
get any
roll.
other bonuses.
No,
It's just
that's all
perception.
right.
They don't do a whole lot.
So we'll roll for her. 17.
Cool. You deftly navigate the dark tunnels.
And I don't provoke opportunity attacks.
Oh, you know what? Actually, you know what I just realized? Those things don't have dark vision either.
Mm-mm.
Oh, fuck.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Okay, so literally flying blind
Oh,
through
God.
this subterranean cavern,
Like a series of
you
lumberjacks.
actually end up crashing into several walls, ceilings, hanging stalactites. You are getting battered and bruised.
Oof.
And this is like
This isn't thermal cruising.
rapidly becoming a fool's errand.
This is not the dream that I
Mm.
had when I imagined flying.
Yeah, this is actually terrible. And I think based on that, you actually do not make it upriver.
No.
It's
Okay.
just impossible to navigate.
Yeah.
Because it's pitch black.
So,
So
Try
you're
to come
I
back?
get out there.
well,
Yeah.
yes, and so you get a little ways in, have a horrible time, and then end up like getting knocked. You fall into the river, get swept downriver a bit, and then sort of like climb your way out of it. So yeah, you can keep trying, or you can
No.
return to Granite.
We'll come back. Do it, assuming I have time, do sort of a once over of the forest area, see if I see any of our companions.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
he doesn't know where anybody is. Last time he saw people was on the battlefield, disappearing into the woods. So,
Okay, as you swoop around the forest, maybe like here, I'm gonna move you just a little bit.
yeah.
So you're kind of like sailing over, looking for where you last maybe saw your friends.
hmm
Uh, you are intercepted,
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Oh
and
no.
you hear.
Hey,
I don't know,
baby.
like.
Hey, baby, you want some fuck?
Very sexy.
Sailor.
Yeah, you very sexy, baby.
Dinosaur, sexy. I'm not a dinosaur.
Yeah,
I'm a pterosaur.
I'm
Thank you
actually.
very much.
just get jumped mid explanation.
uh, uh, huh. You. So you don't. Can you still understand languages when you're polymorphed?
Good-sounding
there is a
question.
section about this, so let me read it here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
remind me.
Uh, no, languages are part of the game stats replaced by true polymorph. Uh, game
Not
statistics, including mental ability scores, are replaced by statistics of the new form.
Okay. Okay.
Wild
So
shape
you
druids can, but polymorphed creatures can't, it looks like.
Yeah.
right. Okay. So you are actually like uh, dumb as hell in this form. Don't understand verbal.
An
Okay.
intelligence of 2. Yeah, so literally just see other giant threatening lizard.
Yes, and it makes some noises that you don't understand, and is flying to intercept you. What do you do?
Uh, what would how big is this dragon comparatively? I
You
am
are the
how much
same size.
hmm,
Oh wait, actually no, you're a size larger. I'm sorry.
Jesus.
what?
I think unless I grabbed the wrong thing. No, yeah, you're
Huge
apparently is
beast?
yeah.
And he's just a large beast or
Apparently?
uh
Hmm.
what would this thing do? I mean, it's not inherently predatory. So,
Maybe the model is just like scaled up or something.
would probably as flying, just try and sort of create like not fly directly toward the dragon,
Uh-huh.
um, but curve around, maybe perch on a cliff edge and see if, yeah, see what happens next. I suppose if it seems aggressive, would definitely flee.
It does seem kind of aggressive. Like it was approaching to maybe head you off.
Hmm.
Um, and it follows you as you head over here to land. Whose mic is squeaking? James, it sounds like you're like polishing your mic.
Question for Kai.
Yeah.
Do you think the dragon is speaking loud enough to where I'm going to hear it in the rain?
Hmm.
Maybe.
Its voice is pretty loud, but it's not exactly shouting.
All
I'm
right.
gonna fly over and like I perched here. It's following. I'm gonna sort of flutter, hop, skip back over here. Sort of show that I am not infringing on the forest and see if it keeps pursuing.
Okay, yeah. So you kind of like skittishly hop away.
Yep.
And it comes and just sort of like lands at the edge on like the other side of this cliff elevated plateau of some sort.
At this point, how much time is left on the polymorph?
And it's maybe oh wait, it lasts an hour, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's still a pretty long time because you didn't
Okay.
make it that far upriver.
I would not have made it that far. So
But as it lands opposite you, and you're kind of having this like stare down, and it's doing that thing like when you make a noise and a dog like kind of cocks its head sideways in curiosity.
mhm.
It's sort of like trying to figure out what you are, and it is it's speaking, making some noises, but yeah, as a
Can I
dino, you don't
willfully
understand.
drop polymorph, or is that the sort of thing that only the
Nope.
spellcaster?
No, just
Okay.
Only
only the
me.
caster. But now that they're over here, we'll say that um Krenit, you
I would definitely be shrieking
recognize
confusedly, so credit hopefully in the hallway might hear.
yeah, you hear some like
Ugh!
cawing, and you recognize Tirlai's voice coming from somewhere kind of far away. And you only catch like every other word perhaps. But yeah, he seems to be conversing with someone. And then you take a peek and you see these two uh winged
Bartok?
titans up on the cliff.
Okay, so he's out of range for me to be able to cast message to him, but I can cast message to Bartok, I think.
The Ox are becoming increasingly unsettled.
Are you what's the range on it?
120 feet message.
Like yeah, if you're that's the
Keep
bubble
in
that would be,
mind,
yeah.
can't read. I don't know how message works, but
You hear the voice in your you can't understand it.
Yeah,
in
because
Yeah.
he's got a dash for his
This
known
is
languages.
hilarious.
Does that mean Morse code or something?
yes, cannot speak, master of Morse code.
I want somebody to make that argument that languages, the long dash is actually stands for Morse code.
It's a code, not a language.
Let's go
Damn
send a
it.
message to Jeremy and we'll find out the real answer.
I Telluride is not currently attacking him.
No.
Um,
There's certainly, you can tell there's some kind of standoff going on though.
Do I spot? No, his focus is probably on the other scary lizard.
Oh, for
okay.
sure. Yeah, your
Definitely
animal
not
brain
looking
is
for
like
Krenit.
hyper focused on that.
Yeah. My walnut-sized brain.
Chill touch.
So
Okay. I will try to get. I feel like if I yell, I don't know if Bartok's going to be able to hear me.
yeah,
But I guess I'll start there.
animals get good hearing.
Yeah.
I will yell up and go, Bartok! What are you doing?
I can't understand you.
Yeah, he can't understand you, but you do
Scream.
you do hear a man shouting.
Cast
And
a
on
glance over there. If I retain personality but not God, what the fuck does personality mean? That's such a strange.
Well, who you are as a
that's kind of your
person.
behavior.
Yeah. Okay. So like,
You still act. You
so
still
yeah.
act
Like you might be
you.
dumber, you might not be able to speak, you might be smarter, but you're still you.
yeah.
Might
Okay.
be
So
smarter.
would
I mean, in any other form other than a dinosaur or pterosaur, right?
yeah, would furiously like flap a wing down at Krenit and awk
Waving at me?
at the dragon. It's
The
about as clear as an intelligence 2 creature can make it.
the dragon obviously also hears you shout, and looks down at you, calls
Come on,
across the
Bartok. Get
river.
off the cliff. Get off the cliff. Get off the cliff.
Is this your pet?
It's Bartok! I turned him into a bird
Turned him into a pickle.
thing.
Who?
We haven't met.
I don't know a Bartok.
Who are you?
No, I was standing
that your-
behind you guys.
Dragonborn friend.
Do you like it? I tried to make him pretty.
Who are you?
It's just this.
You wanna fuck it?
Bartok looks like a dragon designed by a committee.
That's exactly it. This figure is ridiculous.
It is the weirdest figure, and my son has some cheap ass crap dragons. This one is wild.
Wait, which am I missing something? Which
The
one?
pterosaur.
The pterosaur just looks goofy as all hell.
It's goofy as fuck, man.
Oh, like a real one, or the one
Yeah,
in
like
the
a real, like a real one.
Okay.
It like I'm looking at it, and when I'm looking at it from the camera, it's looking at me when I'm right above it. It's looking straight at me,
Yep.
straight up, and then
the model, yeah.
I see
yeah, and then I
you.
pivot around, and I realize like its head is like just sideways. I'm like, is it looking at the ground? And its like legs
looking
are
above.
back, and it's like, is it falling? And I'm like, its hands are so big. I'm like, who made this model? Who made this model?
I know exactly who made this model.
It looks like a naked man inside like a giant skin suit of a dinosaur, like squirrel suit, like flying. Like it reminds me of Tony Hawk for some reason. It's just like
Yeah, you should have a
some
skateboard.
skater dude is in there.
I love it.
Does Bird Talk notice
Bird talk.
the
Oh my God.
shiny thing
Talk
in
birdie
the
to
dragon's
me.
forehead?
Yeah, you'd probably be able to. Yeah, it has like some
Okay.
kind
Why
of
don't you
shiny
go reach
horn.
out? Why don't you just go over there and pluck it out? Let's just die here.
Yeah, right. So now attention is divided between this guy he recognizes, but also shiny thing. No, he's gonna seeing that this is going nowhere, swoop down back to the cave entrance.
And I will break concentration as soon as the Bartok lands.
Okay. So he's back to being Bartok.
Who will immediately turn, look at Tirioli, and say, "Hello, I'm Bartok." Just big ol' wave,
And we'll just
jovial as can be.
mosey up the steps. Nothing to be done here. I'm the wizard of this level now. I live here.
It was very dark, and flying
Oh,
blind is, well, I feel
they
like there
can't
are
see
sayings
in the
about that.
dark.
N-
Oh,
No,
I didn't
neither
think about
can
that.
my dinosaur self. And he sighs. His eyes glaze over again
Maybe
wistfully.
if you turn me into a anglerfish of some kind. I don't know.
Swimming.
Just spitballing here.
So it'll be a bat next time.
He looks oddly excited at the idea.
Some sort of
Okay.
bat
So
man.
one failed attempt to make it upriver. We're gonna jump back over to Dimjul and
Hold on.
Tick.
Hold on. I think I'm going to need inspiration for this next masterpiece.
Ooh.
I think I'm going to need inspiration for this one. I
already gave you one.
I think this one's going to be a second one.
And
That is actually that's pretty good. That's
Journey.
I just realized I got their heads swapped on the wrong bodies, but whatever. I don't
No
fucking care.
inspiration.
I don't fucking
No
care.
attention. What is that attention to detail? My
Well, Mert has
God.
to be fat, so
No, but it's the Burton Mert that has the
I
buttons.
know. It is actually super fitting. Okay. We're going to come back to these two after a break.
All right.
All right.
BRB.
All right, I'm back.
All right.
Welcome back.
So I don't relish being this cautious, but that's the game.
There's a lot that could kill us out there.
I don't know. I
If
got no
credit would
fun.
be cautious, then there you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bartok almost tried to pluck a sword from the forehead of a dragon, but thought better of it.
That would have been pretty badass, and it would have really accelerated things.
Like sometimes you want to be a force function, and then I realize that I'm still the new guy. I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna. Be
Fuck their
responsible
game,
for
you
it."
know?
Yeah, exactly. 3 years in the making.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Your beloved character dies.
We can figure that one out. Oh yeah, I don't have my backup ring on.
Because I'm wearing the backup ring. Is that what it is?
your cloud backup.
Yeah, yeah. Currently, Bartok is wearing the cloud backup ring.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't remember why you gave it to me, but
You just didn't
Because
have any
I
more
have
tumor
to.
slots.
I have these. Yeah, I have to
is it
wear.
attunement slots? Okay.
My attunement slots are dedicated to the Ring of Spell Storing, which I probably may be less than useful after a bit here. So I'm not maxing out my spell slots very often. The amulet for the Shield Guardian and my wand of the War Mage, which gives me a +1 to my spell attacks. I believe
Nice.
it's my.
Yeah. And I think it does it increase the DCs of your spells too, or is it only attack rolls?
Great question. Spell attack rolls. In addition, you ignore half cover when making a spell attack. No, it's just spell attacks.
Okay.
But if we ever make it to level, I don't know, 9, I probably don't need that one anymore. Until I got Wand of the War Mage 2.
War Mage Boogaloo.
Yeah.
All right, James still AFK.
James?
James like it.
James? Yeah, when they first showed up in this room, I was like, that is going to be a lot of animated armor for them.
That would have been super bad news, probably.
That would have been super bad news.
They had, was it earlier today? Like a Tailspire dev Q&A kind of thing. Some neat info about
What did we learn?
What just like stuff that they're working on, like in the pipeline, and
Share with the class.
yeah, because the whole thing's like it's on YouTube, but it's like an hour and a half. So yeah, there's like the modding, the creature modding beta that's going on right now, but that's for like kind of like custom models that you can mod and import if you know how to use like the I don't know, Tailweaver like Unity plugin. So people can make custom models that way, but then there's also that's separate from the creature workshop that's going to be coming, I think, late, sometime this year. That's going to be like the kind of crappy Hero Forge, you know, put pieces together to build custom monsters. But then yeah, there's like status effect stuff. Um, I don't know, other sets that are coming out, some other functionality. I don't know. There's a ton of stuff to go over, but
That's awesome.
yeah, sounds like lots of cool stuff gonna be coming out this year. But yeah, they were like, yeah, no, we announced the creature builder and then went totally silent, like radio silent on it with no updates because um the guy working on it is on maternity leave because they most of their development studio is in Norway. Uh and so they get like I think 3 months off for both parents when you have kids. So that feature got put on the back burner, but
You screw your microphone back in.
Socialism ruins another thing.
right? Delaying the Tailspire feature releases.
Seriously.
Sounds like
This
more
would never
propaganda
happen under
for
capitalism.
Helldivers.
Yeah.
Not in my Super Earth.
Right. But I don't know. It was interesting to listen to.
I got a real soft spot for sort of jerry-rigged engines like that sort of I mean, God, the shit that some people build with Hero Forge is insane. Just like if you don't have a parts limitation, then you can just start layering things to create
Yep.
textures, and all of a sudden, it's Patrick from SpongeBob rendered in perfect detail. Sure, it's 8,000 different pieces, but
Yeah, it's like a
someone spent the time to put it together.
gajillion
call it
polygons
Yep.
because you're building them out of like boots.
Uh-huh. That's exact boots and tails.
Uh-huh.
James is back, right?
Which is also how a lot of things are currently cobbled together in Tailspire.
Oh
Where it's
yeah.
like, well, we don't have
I'm
like
back,
this
yeah.
one round roof piece or something, so here's 100 of these things at slightly different angles to create it instead.
You get 80 squares instead of one circle.
Yeah, but
Yeah, they introduced those curved pieces, and it's like, oh boy,
oh yeah, that's a game changer. Curved and
curved walls.
and diagonal walls. My God,
Oh my
so
god.
good.
More Cyberpunk tile sets, please.
Yeah, that's coming. That's coming up because
That's
they
next.
they just did the mega
Yeah,
dungeon,
'cause-
and then they're gonna do the mega sector or whatever the equivalent is
Mhm.
with better building blocks for that. Somebody in the chat was like, "When are we getting wheels?" Just as like a separate thing, and
They're like, fuck you. Be
they were
Use
great.
like,
pies. Shut up.
kinda, yeah, because they were like, well, we really wanted to do, like since that wheels are obviously going to be part of like a cart or like a bus or something that you're like putting together out of other things. They wanted to get sub boards done first, which would allow you to import a board into another board and then move it independently. So like, yeah, I could build a car out of things, some kind of vehicle, and then not have to copy and paste the whole thing to move it around. Like I
Oh
could
my
actually,
god.
right?
Yeah, imagine ship combat when we play Starfinder 2nd Edition in like 3 years from now.
Yeah,
I'll
you could
remember
actually,
that we started when the fucking Tailspire first came out in like what alpha or where the fuck it was.
yeah, when it was first available, right?
Rah.
Yeah, but yeah, their modeler guy who does all the sets and creatures and things was like, or most of them anyway, was like speculating, and was like, yeah, like where I don't want to just have wheels, like they need to be part of a different like a pack because their packs are always themed or whatever. So he's like, maybe we can do like a props pack, or fuck it, maybe we do just do a wheels pack.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like it'll be the easiest 2 weeks of my life, just making round things.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I feel like the builders would love just some random stuff like that. It's like, yeah, just need some random objects like spheres. They're severely lacking just certain shapes that would be really handy to make things. But anyway. So, now that everybody's here, so Dimjiel and Tick, inspecting this,
Oops. Hold on.
huh?
I wasn't in Tailspire, I was in Photoshop. All right.
Okay, but you are on the board though, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Resume. So yes, in the hall, you find the corpse, not long deceased. Like the
Oh,
blood is
dear.
still trickling out of his neck, where his head has been apparently twisted off of his body.
Is it dark?
We don't.
Is it dark in here?
Yes. Once you're outside of the glow of the pillars, it is pitch black in these hallways.
Oh wait, I think that's not he ain't he's not a robot. That guy he's
Is
dead.
his head anywhere nearby?
Yeah, it's just laying on the floor next to him.
Replaced with a coil.
Right.
Oh, I see what killed him.
I should mention, leaving. Also, you notice something else. There are panels in the floor, kind of flanking the doors.
Mm-hmm.
That say something. One sec.
If
They
you're reading
say-
this, you are dead.
Got you.
Aha!
If if you can read this, now I got you.
Good luck.
He.
They are runes carved in Dwarvish, so I don't think Tick can read them, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Can't
Demjiel
read
could
these.
if she wanted to, but
That's your call.
Sure, man. I mean, I was seeing him literally on the way out of this door.
yeah. So there's one on each side that read strength and safety.
Does that mean what's in the doors or what you need to leave that room?
I don't know.
Oh, sorry. It says, is it one like is it like this side says strength
Yeah, it's one.
and this side says safety? Oops.
It might be the other way around, but it's basically just the Dwarvish runes for those words are strength on one side, safety on the other side.
Okay, I think that the safety strength room means armory. It's like kind of like Germanic in that you take two words and you mush them together and it makes a different word, but you still say it as like the two words together.
What's Germanic?
I don't know.
Can I see how this thing died?
Yeah, his head's off.
Like,
He's trying to get
was
ahead.
The front fell off.
Is it a clean cut? Is it like a clawed tear?
Terribly common.
Is there a spring?
It was
Did
twisted
Sart do
off.
this?
You can see how
You did
Like,
the
it's still-
Transylvania twist.
it's still maybe partially attached by like some ligaments and like stretched out flesh, but you can see that like it's been, like when you twist a cloth or something around, like you can
So
the
a
skin
monster
and
did this.
fibers like
Yeah.
kind of in that twisted knotted fashion.
So it's a monster, not a trap.
It would appear that way unless there's just a trap that twists people's heads off.
Ew.
Tick is
Big
gonna
reward gold machine.
scurry up forward, trying to not make a ton of
Yeah.
noise.
Okay. You scurry forward. You want to make a stealth check?
Yes. Why do I
And
have
can I search for
advantage?
traps while he's doing that?
Yeah, if you want to, I guess be perception.
Why do I have advantage on my stealth rolls?
Your little bitch.
I don't know.
All
Well,
right.
there's a little A by my stealth.
Yeah,
You're sure it's not Oh, wait, no, I guess A would be
yeah, it would be.
advantage.
Yeah.
Correct.
I don't
You
know.
said
It's
kobold?
thing?
an item or a feat
Mithril half plate
because you're
takes
naked.
takes away my strength requirement and doesn't impose disadvantage. Well, until I figure that out, I'm just gonna roll stealth normal. Oh, great. Why? Oh, why? Features.
Your numerous bottles and gizmos clink and clack as you
Okay.
as you scurry down the hallway. Um, uh, you're definitely not sneaking up on anybody.
Right.
You're like a teenager in Jinko jeans stealing like mini liquor bottles.
There's a
clattering
vivid
around
description.
in your cavernous pockets. Uno momento.
Oh, boots of elven kind for sound.
There you go.
Ooh.
So I do get advantage because sound.
Oh, they
Yeah.
help you not clatter.
Well, that
Yes.
makes sense.
Okay. There we go. I have so many damn magical items on me. I don't know what the hell they do. It's the first time I've had to make a sound-based one. Okay, cool. So sneaky, sneaky.
Okay.
Is anything over in the left?
Not that you can see.
Chick just kind of like pokes his head around the corner. Start.
Yeah, you take a look.
Yeah,
It just appears to be
an alcove.
suspiciously dead end, some kind of alcove.
Tick's gonna go check to see if there's anything like any obvious or not obvious, any potentially hidden little like stones or wall inlets that would betray a secret button.
Sure, you can roll a investigation, I guess. Dimjil, you don't find any
17.
no trap because you're like checking this hall, right?
I'm
For-
trying.
No, you don't notice any traps.
Yeah, I mean,
There's no like claw machine on the ceiling or anything.
the Duragar got that far without tripping a trap. I think we'd be okay. So, 17. Do I notice anything peculiar?
No,
All right.
it looks just empty.
Okay, then they are going to sneak up forward.
Okay, as you're in this hall,
Mhm.
you hear voices.
What language?
It's gruff, and you don't understand it.
Damn it.
Beastie Boys. Probably the Beastie Boys.
Tell
You
Sark to
can
stay
you
there.
can tell, yeah, it's it's at least 2 MCs and 1 DJ.
All right, where is it? I'll be like, "I'm in jail. Hey, me."
Yeah.
Makes no attempt to be quiet. What do you need?
Over here.
Speak up.
I want to know if she can understand it before I have to pop a potion.
What you're saying, or
Listen.
what is it?
Does Demi Jill understand?
Yes, you hear several voices speaking in Dwarvish, although their accents are strange.
Do we hear if it's coming from like
Or do I hear?
muffled from this doorway or like echoing down the halls?
Sounds more echoey.
Okay.
What are they saying? Do I have to ask?
I mean, you have to
it-
ask me.
Okay. What are they saying, Dimigil?
Non-stop.
the one of the voices. Wait, who is okay? One of the voices. It says you pick up the end of a sentence. What Skella even wants here? You hear some kind of clattering, like maybe something being thrown or tossed around. Somebody else says, where is Baylock? He should be back by now.
Oh, he got killed off. Oh wow.
I think the dead guy that we found, his name is Baylock. And they're asking where he might be. So he's fresh dead. Like real fresh dead.
And there's no tracks. There's no other evidence of what killed him.
Besides the appearance of that note.
I mean, the thing that killed him is his neck got twisted, but I know what you mean.
Oh my god. Why did I have to be fucking stuck
Spontaneously.
in here with her? Why did I have to be stuck in here with her?
I mean, next time I'll leave you. I just file that one for later.
Because it's what the viewers demand.
Clearly.
We've had a bunch of other
season 2 is you and me, Tick. You and me.
Spin-off show.
1,000 years, Dimigil and Tick.
Guess what, Tick? It's you and me. You're my sidekick.
Dimigil and Tick forever.
Dimigil, I don't like you when you drink.
Yeah. Okay. So would they be hostile to us? I mean,
yes.
there's no reason they wouldn't
100%.
be.
100%. They don't like me and they don't like you. She's talking like that woman from Poltergeist.
And it's dark in here, but they're Durgar, right? So
this hallway is not clean. This hallway is evil.
And obviously, looking at coming up to this intersection, it goes 4 directions. The hallway continues to your left and right, and then straight ahead is a door.
How sneaky
is it like pitch dark?
I
was gonna say, is it pitch dark? Because I can move.
Yeah, it is pitch black. As you move away from the light being cast from those pillars, they basically don't really reach too far outside of the door.
Okay. How sneaky are you, Dimigil?
Super sneaky. Let me just put my shield away.
Okay.
If you think you're gonna pop off, give me a heads up. Then I'll take my shield back out.
So here's the game plan. Sart and Tick be like, here, follow me. We're gonna disappear around the corner.
You want me to follow? Okay.
And Tick is
I checked this room for traps.
Tick it, yes.
It's the trap closet.
Tick is gonna use his little magical tinkering, which is gonna break the one that was on this floor, but we don't have a
the light, right?
Yeah. He's gonna use his magical tinkering. As soon as I fucking find it. There we go. And he's gonna do it on one of his little ball bearings. And he's gonna use the ability to record a 6-second or a non-verbal sound.
Okay. What
So
kind of sound?
we're going to make the sound of we're gonna go in here, and Tick is gonna like tap, somewhat loudly, the ball bearing against one of the metal, like against one of the armors.
Uh-huh.
And whatever sound that makes, that distinct
Tink,
clanging
tink,
sound.
tink.
He's gonna mimic that.
Can I just? Hold on, I think I know what you're trying to do, right?
hmm And then he's gonna like leave it here. Like I want it to be like decently loud.
Okay.
Good. Okay. I was going to make the sound of like a dwarf dying, and then just hide where I am right now behind the corner.
Oh, actually, you know what? Better idea. All right, performance check time. Give me
Okay,
your
is that the plan then?
Your best dwarvish like.
Oh, woe is me! I have been slain. Okay,
And,
who's Dimjil's making the?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to do
needs
minor.
to be in dwarvish.
I was going to say minor illusion.
Well, I just want you to record it in dwarvish over this thing.
Oh, all right. I create minor illusion of a Duragar dying.
Yeah, in dwarvish.
All
right.
Yeah.
Scream parentheses screams in dwarvish.
Specifically in Duraganese.
Tick is also going to like drag the body a little bit closer to the doorway. Like,
Like,
does he have
lift
anything?
Lift him so that
Tick-
his bloody footsteps go into the next room.
Yeah, like
Tap,
leaving
tap,
a
tap.
little trail of blood.
Yeah.
He's also gonna like rummage through him really quick.
He bled out here and then floated into the next room. Let's go there now.
Does he have anything on him of note?
Yeah, you can investigate.
All right.
Frisk him.
Frisk him.
Actually, also give me a athletics roll to drag him because he's considerably heavier than you are.
All right, 22 for the investigation, and a nat 1, a 0.
Oh, no.
Okay, never mind. He is not
Okay,
moving.
you pull on him and like you yank his head off of his body the rest of the way. It just kind of pops off, and you have like this dwarf head in your hands.
Did he have anything on him?
You're like, welp.
You pull your back, and you have his head.
Let's
Pull his
see.
arm off.
You make the sound of a kobold dying.
This dead dwarf. So he is armed and armored. Looks to be wearing chainmail. Has a war pick. And it looks like this was a looter. Their pockets you find are full of it looks like chunks of mithril. Some kind of very shiny metal.
Ticket will pocket that. That seems.
I heard metal clink. What's that? I heard ingots.
We'll get there. So what I just had, just like chunks of metal.
Yeah.
Metal? Question mark? Add item. Okay. And then he's going to take the dying sound, and he's just gonna like chuck it in the room, like so it goes back there.
Yeah, so he's throwing it in here.
Do you think it matters if the body is still in the hall, but the sound of dying is from the other room?
It'll be fine.
Right.
So then,
is the head in there too, or just the sound?
Takes the head and he like yeets
Well,
it into the room.
I thought you were going to put like the ball bearing in its mouth and then like put it in there.
I would watch this show actually.
No, the point is
Wait, what was that, Mike?
We need.
I would watch this show.
The point is that we want them to go into that room so we can
Look,
sneak by.
I know. Look. I help you out, right? In my murder porn books. I'll show you how you do it.
You
all
get
right?
in here.
You look. You pop one of his teeth out. You take that ball bearing. You put that ball bearing in the hollow socket where the tooth was. You put the tooth back in it. Then he's eternally screaming. Then you kick the head in there. You got to hide it under one of the helmets, so it takes them a while to find it. Right? They have to go look for like the drippy blood on one of the armors. That way, they're always looking for their buddy because his head is missing.
The head in one of the armors.
Yeah, man. I've read so many books about this.
So Tick picks up the head, and he'll like shove it into one of the armor
You're
helmets.
welcome. You're welcome.
This is necessary.
Now he's just eternally screaming.
All
That's
right.
spooky as fuck.
Can you minor illusion something loud enough to get their attention? They're curious where their friend is. We just want them to go into the next room.
Yeah, here I got this sound like someone dying, and then Micros, can you do the knock sound?
Do the thing.
Yeah, I got this. Here, it's the perfect sound of someone being bonked on the head and then having their head twisted off.
Being horrifically eviscerated.
Decapitate.
Yeah. All right. So then you're making that sound like in this other hall.
Yep, she puts her hands up to her mouth and makes like a perfect O with her lips and just goes bonk down the hall.
You hear voices down the hall. They're like, "What was that? Must have been the wind."
What's for soup? Huh, just a box.
You hear something? Okay.
Can I take this screen?
You hear after making the sound, the other room goes quiet. And then after a minute, you hear footsteps. There's a individual. It sounds like just one dwarf coming to investigate. He
This
gets
whole
to
time, the little ball bearing will be making the sound that's been recorded. I don't know how much that's going to echo, but
okay. And is that like a guy like screaming in agony or like okay?
But a dude.
What a dude.
The approaching dwarf is like, wow, Belloc has a very high register. It really hit those high notes. Yeah, you hear a single set of boots heavily scuffing against the stone floor. They get to the intersection where the T, and there's a shout of alarm. So, the dwarf that's like just around the corner from you now shouts back to his companions, something has attacked Balak. Do you guys want to act at all? You hear the boots advancing towards.
Yeah. The game plan is for them to go investigate the newly opened door and the weird sounds, and then we'll just skitter on by.
Yeah, I agree. This is a stealth mission.
Okay. So several more individuals show up.
When you say several,
well, there's a lot of boots.
Half a dozen boots.
Make a survival check.
Guys?
Make a survival check.
Huh.
Either one of you.
Why not? Rolling hot.
It looks like a nat 20. Is it a nat 20? What is it? What is it?
I see a 9.
Motherfucker, are you fucking kidding me? Get the fuck out of here, these fucking
get
stupid fuck-ass
robbed by the-
dice. Fuck this shit.
You
You
roll a
kidding
eight.
me? A fucking 9? Fuck that.
Oh.
You do
That's
have.
That's not a 9. Fuck that. That's not a 9.
Well, you rolled an 8.
That 20
technically.
that 20 facet is clearly more
I do
up
see an
than the
8.
8.
I would get more
Wow.
uniform dice.
Wow.
But yeah, it does look like the
I'm gonna throw this purple dice in the garbage.
14 is more on top than the 16
Real
or
issue
10,
with
you know.
digital
So.
dice.
Yeah,
Can't
robbed.
destroy them.
Robbed.
You said the 14 was more on top?
Yeah, in that picture, so indicating that the 20 would be more face up than the 8.
Got it. Okay, got it. Yeah, yeah.
Since it is a little cocked,
that-
but
that
it's in
shit hit the-
favor of the 20.
Yeah, it hit. Yeah, they count the cocked dice as like the last one that was more up, and then it tilts.
I guess. Yeah, clearly.
Yet another
Okay.
digital dice to throw in the garbage.
So Dimjil, you're not real sure. Tick, you estimate it's got to be at least like 4 of these guys.
Sounds like they're wearing boots. Tick.
Okay.
There could be many more if there are some that are not wearing boots.
More than one.
Do we hear them like moving like towards the body and all that?
Yes.
stuff?
Yeah. And it sounds like some have stopped at the junction. Like they're not all going up to investigate.
Right.
You hear them say, or I guess the Dimjil hears them say, what could have done this? Look, the door.
Someone has picked the lock.
I think they
No.
think the door killed their friend.
Oh my god.
And you hear from like much farther away now, like, be careful, it could be inside. And it sounds like at least a few of them have gone to investigate like the now open room.
Tick, I think we're okay, but like,
but you
they-
definitely still hear a couple of them around the corner from you,
oh, never mind. I hear a couple.
like at this junction.
Right. When
Now,
they
okay. Now, do just for like environment. Sorry, Sam.
you're good.
The light is off. I can see in the dark pretty well.
Hmm.
Are
Yeah.
they using lights? These dwarves, these Durgar?
No.
No, they're Duragar. They wouldn't have no need to.
So I'm trying to remember. Do they have like a pretty good like dark vision?
Yeah.
The advanced dark vision.
Yeah,
Might just be the normal kind. Hang on.
like the 60 dark vision or 120 dark vision. I mean, either way, we're within their range. I think.
You would probably know that their eyesight underground is very keen.
Okay, Tick, I can hit them with like something to hurt them, but I can also maybe get them to look the other way. I can, and I have like a
Tick
mage
is going
hand.
to make himself as small as possible and try to like look around the corner.
Okay,
Just a
you
little
you
bit.
pick around the corner.
Can I lift them
and-
up? Can I lift Tick up with my mage hand?
No,
he doesn't need lifting.
I want to be
weighs more than
smaller,
10
lower
pounds.
to the ground.
No, you're invisible if you're on it. I think.
What?
Tick is gonna be like
Okay, so you see
crawling.
these two dwarves in the hall here. Their companions have moved on. One of them says to the other, watch the hall. I'm going to see what's in this room. He heads out this way. This second dwarf had kind of trudges back in the direction he came from and like stands at this crossroads. And you can hear now some clattering.
Okay.
Oh
Sounds
shit!
like
I just
some of, huh?
Go ahead.
Oh, so it sounds like they are investigating the room that you guys came out of, the armory. Two of them are looking at the corpse of their friend.
Hey,
Their
Tick, hold
comrade.
your breath.
Eh?
And I take this little vial that looks like a little metal fairy, and I pull its head off, or its hat, I guess, and I blow the dust on Tick and me, and I use dust of disappearance.
Ooh. Okay.
What's that do?
There's enough of it for one use.
Kills
When
you.
you use an
Disappear
action to
forever.
throw the dust into the air, you and each creature and object within 10 feet of you become invisible for 2d4 minutes.
Ooh.
Nice.
So that also includes Start 4.0.
Yep.
Okay. So the
Sart
three
will
of
just
you,
crawl
do
into
you
the
want to roll
backpack.
Yeah, I'm going to roll in Tailspire because I'm feeling
Ooh.
angry at D&D Beyond.
He's about to be angry at Tailspire.
4 minutes.
Oh,
6
not bad.
minutes.
Okay, yeah.
That's not too bad. 6 minutes.
Okay. Tick, you took all of like the stuff, the metal, that you
Yeah.
found in the Durgar's park. Okay.
I did.
They make a comment like, "What kind of beast kills a man like this, but takes his riches?"
Now it's confusing.
Okay, so you guys are invisible.
Mhm. have one
Most of the
guard to keep
dwarves
up.
seem pretty distracted or interested in this other chamber. And there's the one up ahead here.
So I'm fairly certain you know how we're gonna go about this.
Harry Potter shenanigans.
Dee, 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 dee.
Dimjil, where are you?
You
I'm
grab his
right
head and
behind
twist
him.
it off, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So Tickle like like grab on, and he'll stick out his tail for Dimajil to like hold on to, so we don't lose each other because we're both invisible, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. That's great. Okay. So you guys begin sneaking invisibly through this hall.
That like cartoon, like squeaky sandal, squeaky like floorboard noise. Right? Like where it's louder than actually walking.
Squeak, 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 squeak. Yeah. Wet sandals at the beach. Okay, so you're trying to sneak past this guy, right?
Yeah, we're just gonna go up to him, sneaking as much as possible. I'm gonna take a ball bearing and just chuck it down this hallway to like get his attention, even for like just a second. And we're just gonna scoot by him to the left.
Okay. So let's have another stealth check with advantage since you're invisible.
Oh God.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna use my reaction that add 4 to my roll, bumping that up to 11.
Wait, did you roll with advantage?
I thought I did.
Oh,
Good.
see.
Yeah, I did.
You have to click
I
roll.
yeah, okay, I see.
'Cause it-
Okay, it was just really bad. I see.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I am making no sound when I walk though.
Oh, 4 and a 5. Dang.
Yeah.
True.
But I bumped it up to an 11
Oops.
with my flash of genius.
Yeah, but your bag's got shit then. It's banging around.
I know. Flash of
You shouldn't
genius.
keep all those beer cans.
No, I need them for reasons.
For reasons.
Oops. Hang on
Gotta
a
make a
sec.
belt buckle. It's gonna look real cool.
Gotta redeem him.
Right. So you get pretty up close to this lone Duragar. And you're kind of preparing to chuck your ball bearing and sneak past him.
Also do stuff like that.
When something sort of catches his attention. And he's just kind of like idly looking around, and then his head turns,
God,
looking down this hall. And you see him like squinting hard to see something. He's clearly like spotted something. And kind of under his breath, he's like, What's that? And then something lifts him up and just like snaps his back in half, like folds him backwards. And he shrieks in agony as he is then violently like thrown to the ground.
That's some ball bearing you got.
Tick.
Which this obviously like alerts
Yeah.
all of the other dwarves.
The bone snapping?
And him
The ball bearing,
screaming.
actually.
Oh, the screaming. The ting, 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 ting.
Was that a ball bearing?
The fuck was that?
Tick is gonna inch forward, terrified, and try to peek around the corner to see what he was looking at.
You see nothing. But you do feel like there is something standing, moving, like something brushes past you.
Ugh. Like, do I feel it like go all the way past?
You're not really sure. It's obviously not touching you anymore. But
No,
like
yeah.
something
is haunting this wall. Oh, God.
It seems like it.
Tick is going to.
The dwarf, by the way, he's still alive. He's just like he's basically
spine is-
paralyzed
Yeah.
and is like in agony.
Yeah. So he's Tick is gonna do a quick little like tug of his tail, and he's going to hug the wall as if his life does, and probably actually does, depend on it. And he's just gonna scoot out of this evil 13 ghosts bullshit. Because we only have like 6 minutes of this.
Okay. Dimjul, I take it you're following since you're holding his tail.
If I'm holding, his tail, then I will follow. This guy is still alive?
He is. He's just in horrible agony.
Something.
Besides the obvious, does he look hurt?
The man is folded in half.
Little.
I mean, he wasn't hurt before that.
All right. He's hoping to play soccer tomorrow if he ices it.
Walk it off.
What's your thought here?
I was just wondering if we can shut him up. Like, I have this pouch of sand. Can I just like jam it in his mouth?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I have a small bag of sand typically found in a scholar's pack. Can I just put that in his mouth?
Sandy board this guy.
I just need,
what a nightmare this poor guy is going through.
Shut up.
I don't think we're going to be successful in calming down a man who was snapped in half.
I'm not trying to calm him down. I don't want him to make noise.
He's going to make noise.
Well, if he bites on the sand, then he won't make noise.
If he bites on
Tick
the
is just
sand.
going to continue moving forward, with or without Dimajil.
Okay, Dimjil, you're being kind of dragged along. Do you want to continue or leave?
Kobe.
Are you? What does that mean?
Throw the
I'm
sand at him.
gonna throw the little pouch of sand in his mouth.
Yeah, dump the sand in his mouth.
No, just the whole bag of sand, like a little
just the
ball
bag.
gag. Yeah, like a ball gag. Just put the bag of sand.
Just gonna like shove it in his mouth.
Yeah.
A horrifying experience this poor man is going through.
Seriously.
This could be a bunch of Dwiger frickin',
I
like
think-
revolutionaries trying to make everything better for everyone.
Right.
Come on. We can all
I
be
know it's
racist
not
against
true.
the big guy.
I know they've been nothing but assholes in every campaign I've ever dealt with them.
Let's see here.
At least the drow have drist. At least
I can hit him in the head with my hammer.
And Rizaril.
Yeah.
Should I hit him with a
And
hammer,
Rizaril.
Tick?
I stand by what I said.
Leave.
All right.
We have 6 minutes.
Oh, it's just a bag of sand.
So okay, wait. Since you wanted to shove the sand in his mouth, you go to do that, and obviously he kind of like feels you. Feels like the pressure of the bag before it leaves your hand,
Here's a potion of healing, friend.
and he reflexively like grabs at your wrist.
I thought his back was broken. The fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, he still got his
Oh,
arms.
but he's like I can't move my legs back
He's not-
broken.
Yeah.
Not like his neck down.
No.
They broke him in half, not neck down.
Back's weird, man. Backs are weird.
So yeah, he tries to grab your wrist as you apply your sandbag technique. Roll whichever is higher for you, which I'm gonna guess is acrobatics.
Charisma.
No, just acrobatics to try to like escape his clutches.
I do it.
Oh no.
Let's see here.
You sure he's got like a +6, so you're probably in trouble.
Well, he rolled an 8.
Matter.
His strong dwarven grip holds you.
To be fair, I could have used my mage hand to just pop it in his mouth.
But you didn't.
But you didn't. And so he grabs your wrist, and thinking that you are the invisible thing that attacked him.
About to be.
Oh no.
I'm about to be.
He says, "Curse you, demon!" And lashes out at you with a war pick in the other hand, just kind of swinging wildly at the air, like where you sort of are. Which is obviously at disadvantage. Another 8. So
I have a 16 armor.
is it 16 or 18?
It's 16 without the shield. I'm not wearing my shield because it makes me
Okay.
noisy.
Let me change your thing. Okay.
Makes me know.
Okay, so he swings and misses.
I'm
But he is
allowed
holding
to.
onto your wrist.
Okay, I'm going to hit him in the face with a hammer, and then we'll go.
Does that take you out of invisibility?
I don't know.
It would totally take him out of invisibility.
I don't know if the
have no
dust
idea.
works different than the spell.
The duration of the dust is consumed if a creature affected by attacks or casts a spell.
Yeah, okay, so it works the same.
Let's just leave.
Well, then I leave.
Just try to.
Holding on to you.
Yeah, he's holding on to you, so you're
No,
grappled.
I have to
Effectively.
go. I have to go.
So, do you say that to him?
I really must.
Did the sand make it in his mouth? By the way, was I able to
No.
do that?
He reacted fast enough to, he resisted you.
Okay. Can I do it again?
Can we leave?
I'm trying. He's got my.
No,
look, I'm
sticking
I'm
a
pulling on
fucking bag
your.
in his mouth does nothing to help you leave.
It's not an attack, okay?
You're stuck on this bag of sand thing.
And
Just
not
try
an
to
attack.
squeeze out of his hand.
Tick at this point has no idea what's going on because
Yeah.
he can't see Dimjil.
Yeah, I'm like,
Tick
I'm
is
pulling
just
on
trying
your
to go
tail.
forward.
I'm
Tick is-
stuck on your tail. He's
Yeah.
got me.
I try to like drag Dimajil and the
That's
freaking
fine.
Duragar.
I get dragged. That's fine.
You will not kill me without a fight, she demon.
All right, are you not hearing this, Tick?
And you can definitely hear footfalls.
Tick will
rapidly approaching from the other hall.
Oh,
Tick
wait,
will
wait,
kinda-
I know what to do. Wait, I know what to do. I got it. Teleconnect.
Oh.
Is that an attack? Teleconnect shove? I don't think
Probably.
that's an attack.
That
shove
sounds
is
like an
probably a
attack.
spell.
Shove is an improvised
As a
attack.
bonus action, you can try to shove one creature.
Yeah, that seems like
Shove
that.
is a modified attack. Tick goes and he
Yeah.
spins around and feels up his tail to grab Dimajil's arm, and then he makes a big. Once he grabs Dimajil's arm, he's going to make a big, great tugging motion and try to yank her with him.
Don't break my arms.
Okay. The two of you can make a that'll be
A team strength.
it'll be the help action, but I kind of like in these situations having you guys roll
Both.
individually, and we'll just take the higher. So athletics.
18.
I guess athletics from Tick, but still acrobatics from Dimjil. Okay, so 18, 13.
Ow.
Okay. With a sharp tug, Tick yanks Dimjil free out of the clutches of the crippled dwarf.
The second he
and-
feels Dimajil going free, Tick will like have her by the arm and then just break out into a sprint running away.
Okay, you guys take off.
So down the hall.
Yeah.
Ah.
I take it, Dimjil, you're following.
Yeah, Tick has her by the arm. Unless she actively resists or fights him
Mhm.
off, we are doing like the
You're being-
Scooby Doo running.
Dragged. Okay. You find okay, so you're in a room now, large chamber, that has sort of a an archway at the center of it. Looks just purely decorative. It doesn't look like one of Hallister's gates. There are several art pieces along the walls, kind of these like smooth slabs that seem to depict. Just at a glance, it looks like some aspects of dwarf life in some way, but you would need to actually take a look at it. And then in this adjoining hallway that goes on for way farther than you can see, but you do see several individuals, Duragar in their enlarged forms, chipping away at a wall and tossing like fragments of rock and metal into like pile behind them.
Hmm. These guys are bigger than the ones.
Yeah, they're Tick might not be familiar. Dimjil would know that Duragar can both turn invisible and also enlarge themselves.
Jesus Christ. So Tick
Rothram
is
knows
just
that too, actually.
Yeah.
Tick is going to choose the path of least resistance,
And
also seeing a bunch of big guys to his right, just sprint past
okay.
What's this thing in front of us, by the way?
an archway.
Just an okay.
Yeah, big decorative archway. And then there's lots of other there's large like floor to ceiling stone panels with like artistic things painted on them. And as you're as you travel through that room, you hear multiple screams, shouts from the
previous
kind of
Duragar.
the corner that you left.
Is this the level where we murdered all those college kids?
No.
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 That was like level 2.
Actually, that was 1. That was the first
That was
level.
level 1. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
shit.
one of the early ones.
Looks similar.
Yeah, it's the same tile set.
Same desire.
Basically. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so you're sort of like taking refuge in this other room that
Yeah, so Stick like sprints in, dives around the corner because I don't know. We had 6 minutes and we were stuck there for probably
you still have a lot of time. Like
Okay.
that was only like
but
30
there's
seconds.
something clearly invisible and powerful, and between the Durgar and the thing hunting them, we just need to put distance behind us because we can't handle a 13 ghosts scenario right now with just the two of us at like both of us under full power.
I think you're fine. You should heal up.
Yeah, well,
Okay, this room as well has some art installations on the walls that sit behind some pedestals. However, it
There's
looks
nothing
like the
there.
pedestals have been looted. And it looks like there's like broken glass littering the floor around them.
Yeah, so whatever it was has been looted.
Do you want any details on the art stuff, or are you just
Nick
like
is still
looking
probably
for?
focused on getting out of there, and if the
Okay.
art stuff is if the pedestals have been looted, then any sort of like either puzzle or game plan for that is probably ruined. So Tick would probably just give a passing glance and still trying to put distance.
Okay. You continue on. The next room again has art pieces on the walls, very decorative, like floor inlay.
But
And
I
at
can
this,
see what these are, right? Are they in
Yeah.
Dwarvish?
yeah, if you want to look at them, I can give you descriptions.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so what is this? So the room that Dimjil's in, I guess these are frescoes on the walls. Um, in
That's
this
Dwarvish
room,
for fresh.
really, uh, these depict Melair, the Dwarven King, but maybe during his younger years. It seems to show him working as a prospector. Looks like he's discovering veins of mithril under a mountain. Another one shows him sharing some gems and wealth with other dwarves. And then dwarves, like a line of them flocking to the underhalls of Malair's kingdom. Seems like this was maybe some important time in Malair's history, his kind of like rise to power.
Hmm.
Yeah, if there are no further questions in that room, the room Tick is in has like at the center of it uh a stone. I know it looks kind of like uh woven, but it's or a wicker or whatever, but it should all be stone.
Mhm.
Depicts a stone cradle um with like a statue of a infant resting in it.
Huh.
And then yeah, the panels on the walls in this room show a king, must be Malaire, um, surrounded by his wife and their children.
Interesting. Interesting. The only thing, I guess, the only thing Tick would keep an eye out for would anything that would resemble like a mountain's heart. But
Okay. You can
but I
roll like
mean,
an investigation.
yeah, Tick will check that out. Hey, there we go. 25.
Hmm. Looking at the cradle, it looks like the infant, the statue
Hmm.
is not attached to the rest of the
Yeah,
sculpture.
that's the hunch that I had. So Tick's gonna pick up the infant.
Okay, you reach for it.
No, don't touch. What are you doing? Touch that baby.
You grab it. It's kind of with two hands, like it's
Ooh,
it's an infant, but it's stone, so you're expecting it to weigh quite a bit.
yeah.
And as soon as you lift it from the cradle, it transforms. It is no longer a baby. It is a crystal crown.
Ooh,
Is it a monster?
it's a crown made of
Oh.
crystal.
Yep.
You should definitely
Um,
put that on. I can't have two crowns, so that one's
Tick
yours.
instinctively like places it on his head. Just a natural thing to do.
Clearly.
Like, ooh,
Okay.
Well, now you're
You guys
just
are
a
still
floating
invisible, right?
crown.
yeah. It's just a
Yeah.
floating crown now.
I think as soon as you have it, it's oh no, because it wasn't in the dust, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Would it
So
be? And it wouldn't become invisible once it's on your person. Okay, so yeah, maybe
no.
it is just a floating crown.
That is up to you.
Yeah.
Does Tick
Well,
feel
we'll
any
go with it.
different?
Mm, nope.
Hmm. And he'll chuck it in his pouch
Don't
for
say the
now.
hole.
His backpack.
Don't do that.
He can
Okay.
no. The hole takes too long.
You place the delicate looking crystal crown in your pack.
Okay. Oh, so just crystal crown.
Yeah.
Okay. Goodness gracious.
Okay.
And
And as you guys continue, so you can definitely still hear commotion behind you.
mhm.
It sounds like the group that was chiseling away the wall has been alerted.
Wait, I know.
Huh.
I put my little bag of sand in the cradle.
Do some.
Far after the fact for Indiana Jonesing it.
Yeah. Okay.
Just in case it's a trap.
Okay. You place your bag of sand in the cradle. Rob places. It's best to leave evidence all over the place.
They call us the Sandy Bandits.
Okay. We're gonna hop back.
Because we got real grit.
Oh my god. Da-da-da.
Do you know why they call us the Sandy Bandits? Because we get everywhere.
Oh my
Don't
god.
do it.
Hate sand.
Meanwhile,
We're coarse and rough and irritating. We get
So
everywhere.
his like fucking chick ass house that he owns.
Yep.
I don't even know if this is alcohol.
All right. Wait, should be. Aha. Okay.
Well, I will
Uh,
instinctively grab a glass out of
yeah.
breath.
So, yeah, many hours later, on your way up to the surface, yeah, you've had a hell of a day. You you eventually arrive at Mert's chateau, Le Chateau de Mert,
Yeah.
and
Definitely instinctively grab one, chug it because I've probably been running here.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
grab a second one to sip on.
He says, man after my own heart.
Yeah, what can I say? I'm a people pleaser.
What news do you bring me, Aladar?
Nothing great,
I see,
unfortunately.
you've come without your friends.
Yeah, about that. We'll get to that. We met with Hallister.
Hallister Blackcloak,
Yeah, the Mad Mage himself.
you were pulling my leg.
I wish I was. But you obviously know about our mission to get the rune stone, right? Runestone
I've
shard.
Yes. I agreed to sponsor the expedition. And he looks down at the sword at his side, says that he agreed to part with his trusty blade in order to aid Laeral.
Nice sword. I don't really care about it.
He kind of like gives side eyes you and says, "It's a very nice sword."
Well, okay, well, let's get back to the matter at hand. So Hallister now knows that Laeral needs a runestone shard.
Is
And
this problematic?
he plans on killing Laeral Silverhand and replacing her with some sort of Shadow Dusk contract.
This is very concerning. Did he say why he wishes to do such a thing?
He wishes to control Waterdeep, making it. I don't know. He doesn't explain himself, but I believe his understanding was he wishes to control Waterdeep.
That crazy wizard has never taken much interest in the lands above.
Well, I got a gift, and I pull out the orb.
What is this?
We were when we summoned Hallister. We put this in the ground and buried it, and it summoned him here.
Okay.
I figured maybe you or Little Silverhand might have a use for it.
Possibly.
Either that or I go pawn it. I'll leave it up to you.
No. Don't do that. If if this does what you say it does.
Well, I don't know if this one's
consequences-
identical, but it's identical to the one that the druid down below gave us. But she tried to kill me. It was pretty ugly.
Oh, he kind of chuckles at it. Yeah, you've met Willow.
Yeah. She
She's
wanted to kill
fun.
me.
Yes, yeah. That checks out.
I may have slept with her. But I mean, you know.
He claps you on the shoulder and he's like, "Oh, if only you knew, son."
Who hasn't?
Well, we also made a deal with Hallister. If we kill the Lich Kazat, we will get a shard of the runestone.
Think I've heard of this evil figure. Not sure why Alistair doesn't simply deal with him himself, dispel him or something.
Strange, right?
Yeah.
I think he thinks it's beneath him. That's my bum.
He does like to create games for himself.
Yeah. If I was him, I would just make a cool brothel. That'd be my move.
And he kind of like stares into the crystal ball, like pondering. Yes, the brothel of the Mad Bard. Ah,
That'd be more fun, wouldn't it?
it would.
Sleep your way through 20 floors of women.
You ever seen Wipeout?
Let's see. He says, well, this is a lot to think about. But I will take good care of this and see if see what Leryl's thoughts are on the matter. If Hallister is truly looking to supplant her, yes, she will need to know this right away. And he tucks the crystal ball into a pocket in his cloak. Of perhaps lesser gravity, do you have anything to report on the Zentarum that you seem to have surrounded yourself with?
Unfortunately, not too much. They're still holed up and they're using parts of Skullport, and they have control of a bar or
Oh.
bazaar in the goblin part of the Undermountain.
Yes. About that. He's like speaks a little more quietly so as to not be overheard by any servants or guards. I can trust you, right, Aladar?
Yeah, as far as you can throw me.
Roll a deception check now.
I think you can throw me really far. So
He probably could. He's like, I'm not sure how to take that. Yeah, Skullport. So I've been speaking with Durnan, and he says he has an interest in establishing another yawning portal location beneath. I believe he's spoken with your comrade, the wizard. Granite, we've met. I've had him over.
Yeah, Granite.
Yeah. I would like you to facilitate Durnan's plans as much as possible. This would be a useful foothold for the Lord's Alliance to have.
Definitely.
Excellent. I knew I could count on you.
Yeah, you can always count on me. I'm always really handy and helpful.
Indeed. Perhaps more handy than helpful, but
yeah, my hands get everywhere.
He like straightens his doublet.
You want to get day drunk?
Yes, way ahead of you. Let us speak of less grave matters, shall we? And
you want to know what Willow is like?
Sure. Yeah. So you guys begin swap adventuring tales.
His probably a lot more bold and brave like, and mine more of like, so I called out to that mind flare and then ran away.
Yeah. You guys are probably different calibers of adventurers. But he clearly sort of like longs for the glory days. Uh, and yeah, it seems to make him very happy to share some of his stories and like his experiences in Undermountain now that he has someone who can relate a little bit. Although things have changed quite a bit since he was down there. Yeah, he's pretty fascinated by your description of Willow. It seems like he's pretty. They've been acquainted. Um, she may have tried to kill him as well a time or two. Um, is there any other information that you want to try to get out of him?
If he's got anything that'll help me get around or deal with Willow, that'd be great.
He says, don't get her roses. She hates roses.
Tulips, got it.
And that's about all I got.
Whatever you do, don't sleep with her.
She's an enigma.
Well, yeah, I guess my friends are kind of trapped down there. I probably should figure that out. They'll probably fine.
Arches an eyebrow at you. I see. These are the same friends working with the Zentrum.
Well, I believe Crennan is, but the others are kind of mindless to it. Dick's supposedly a harper. He wears the damn thing as a belt.
Well, try to keep them alive, at least until you have secured Durnan's expansion project in Skullport and retrieved this shard for Laeral. Or I suppose I suppose it was Jalister who spoke with you, but we really know who's behind that. And he kind of he like pats his sword at his side, just affectionately, kind of like someone would with like an old dog.
I mean, you don't really necessarily have to give us that sword. You could, I bet there's something else we could get.
Perhaps. I'm open to suggestions. I could offer many things that perhaps would not be of great as spectacular value.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I wouldn't worry about it right now. I mean, personally, I have no need for a sword. I'm more of a music man myself.
He like glances at the rapier at your side.
Oh, this I stole it.
Yeah.
From a dragon.
Well. Here's to stealing magic swords from dragons. Then he clinks your glass.
Here's to that.
All right.
How's everyone else doing?
How is everyone else doing? Let's find out. Where is... Okay, Willowwood. So many different locations for this episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like shivering by like a bad fire. The rain's pouring everywhere.
Yeah.
Yep.
I hope Alanar's okay.
So he's enjoying like an extremely nice glass of wine.
It's like sunny up in Waterdeep right now.
Oh yeah, it's like gorgeous, looking
Perfect
out over the
day.
city from his like
garden's
gardens.
I turn to Krenet. We've obviously been talking for hours, and just say, Does Aladar usually do this?
No.
Well, they don't know I've left, so I could be
I
dead
fear
for
the
all they
worst.
know.
This being disappear, obviously.
Yeah.
No. This is new. It makes me think that he's likely either imprisoned in the Druid's Tower, or dead. Yeah. I feel
Then
like
we
he would have
stage a
announced himself.
rescue or a funeral.
I think we need to stage an escape.
Ham 3
But
is
how?
eating a bag of chips.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Just
picking
an
up on your
option.
mic, James.
Is it the fan or is it my
No, it's
momentum?
the crunch.
It's weird.
Crunch, crunch.
I mean, we could just long rest here. I can prepare sending. That'll give us at least an indication of where people are. Then we can go after them. Because if we made a run for Skullport now, like yeah, I could polymorph Bartok into a bat, but then,
It's only an hour. That's a spell slot.
yeah, and I'm
Also,
on
it's only a
foot.
bat. Like, that's not very fun.
Eat, eat, eat.
Conversely, I could
name
turn you
is
into some
Batty.
sort of water creature, and we could go downriver looking for people. But
Yeah, but you don't think anybody went downriver, so.
I mean,
Just the
I
remains
feel like
of your
Dimjil is
boat.
the only person that would be silly enough to try that for an escape plan.
Shall we ask the dragon? Surely he has seen something.
I feel weird about this dragon. I don't really want to bother him, but if you feel like you want to run the risk of, making the sword angry, are you just trying to get a better look at the sword?
Angry? No one filled him in on exactly what Tyrioli is. He just
Bartok, yes.
This whole time you're thinking that sword is some sort of like colloquialism for a dragon.
Is the sword a euphemism? Except he doesn't say euphemism. He forgets the word that he's trying for, which happens often.
He says aphorism.
He
does, in fact.
You thought everyone was just saying S word?
Take sword.
And
Sword.
Krenet explains that long ago, this not adult dragon, but
It's like a young adult.
this young adult dragon was stabbed in the head by an enchanted sword, and the sword seemed to have a personality, and that took over the dragon. And that's why this green dragon is particularly mild-mannered compared to other green dragons, which would have killed all of us by now.
But Bartok nods familiarly. I was wondering, but did not want to look a kind dragon in the mouth, as the saying goes.
Right.
Well, God, we're split 3 ways. What do you think?
It's like one of those videos of like somebody startling a group of cats and they all go scattering, except the
Yeah.
cats have Dimension Door.
Right.
Oh, God.
One of the cats has Dimension Door.
No, it's the contest where you have to herd the cats back into like the crate, but you have a vacuum and you have to herd them with
With a vacuum. Yeah. So certainly in a pickle. And it's a good thing that nobody is in horrible danger.
Yep.
Dot dot dot.
We wait.
Heavy sigh. But
Bartok, if you want to talk to the dragon, I won't stop you.
You just have to call it.
Just have to call it?
Yeah. What do you do for Dragon Call?
No.
Like
Like
rub two coins together?
No, he's probably on his perch. We wait. Settles in, starts sharpening his axe.
I hate waiting.
Like, kind of grumbling, but also got to be a dinosaur twice, so...
It's been a big day.
Been a big day.
Been ups
Can't
and
really
downs.
complain.
I make Ham 3 form like a little A-frame, like by putting his butt directly up in the air, and Credit sits beneath him like a little teepee, staying out of the rain.
I was gonna ask if you have a tent or something. Okay. It is a very wet wait. So what exactly are you waiting for? You're just
We're starting a long rest so that I can
long resting. Okay.
Yeah, so that I can
get your spell slots.
No, my slots are not the thing. It's that I don't have any of the spells I need in this moment prepared.
Okay. So thumbing through your spell book, trying to keep it dry.
We in a cave? Like,
no, this is like
not...
this is like a canyon.
Okay. Yeah, then it's quite damp. Just as a side note, wet bearskin smells worse than wet dog.
Oh, I bet it's terrible.
Yeah. So you're
I've heard the bears are very like greasy.
Well, especially because it belongs to a butcher. So yeah, enjoy as Bartok tries to shoulder into this little A-frame teepee.
Okay.
Here, we can share. And he like throws the bearskin cloak that just reeks to high hell over the both of you.
I really should have learned prestidigitation.
And snoring that could wake the dead.
Okay.
God, does everyone on this team need a CPAP machine?
Yes. Okay. You guys are taking a long rest. So let's go back to our little buddies. In the Mad Mage presents 13 Ghosts.
Yeah, basically.
Thank goodness nobody's in danger.
Oh my god, everybody's in danger.
Okay, so you have robbed the cradle, collected a crown. Where to next?
I guess the next hallway, like.
Okay.
Tick still wants to put distance between him and the horrifying death sounds.
Yeah, they are fading behind you, but it certainly is. It was a calamity. The Durgar quickly went from confident looters to terrified panic.
Tick will move into the next room.
Okay.
Oh,
Is Dimjiel following, by the way?
We're still invisible, correct?
Correct. Yeah, you still got a few minutes on it.
Tickle, since we did split up, I guess, or since we're not holding hands, he'll be like, I'm going to the right.
Did she hear that? Maybe. Who knows?
He'll tell her.
Yeah. I mean, It's up to you where you want to go. It would not be hard to follow Tick if you guys are keeping in pretty close communication or touching or something.
Okay, I'll follow.
Okay.
You guys should split up because then we can split up even more.
Well, that way we can see more of the dungeon, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Ruined
We're
everything.
gonna go
Oh,
for a
no.
5-way team split. Okay. Tick,
It's a murder mystery.
in this hall, you find 2 additional dead Durgar.
I only see one. They haven't gotten
You
far.
know what? I'm starting to see this as a good omen.
Maybe we have different definitions of the word good.
I think that there is a helpful spirit that's making sure that we don't have anything in front of us. It's something
Didn't
is
it try to
guiding our
break
way.
into
We
our-
just need to look. It's like breadcrumbs. We need to follow the dead Durgar, and then we'll find our way out. It's like a reverse breadcrumb trail.
Do they have the same wounds?
Not
Ish.
exactly the same, but like they have been
It's been the same creature. though.
horrifically disfigured.
God.
Yeah, like twisted or bent or torn apart.
Oh, maybe if we laid all the bodies together, it spells a word. All the horribly twisted, broken bodies. It says, "Drink more Ovaltine."
And there are 2. You see 2 archways set into the walls, one north, one south, and then there are a couple other exits to this long chamber.
Which way do we go?
Tick's gonna
And
go.
in this room, before you leave, as you're kind of like looking at the exits from this hall, you don't see anything, but you hear like a child giggling.
Oh, God, this is 13 Ghost bullshit.
There's like a kid lost.
It sounds like someone like laughing as they play and like running through the hall.
Tick, do you hear that?
I'm not going that way at all. We just did this to somebody else.
That's weird.
We're gonna die.
What? No, you'll be fine.
Is there any message in the blood at all?
A message. No message in the blood. It's just seeping into the cracks in like the neatly carved stone floor. In these sort of like tracks that wind through all the hallways.
The floor's not like drinking it in any sort of like circular vampiric fashion.
I think you've been reading too many novels.
That's all I
Bad
got.
ones with like the sexy covers.
That's all I got.
Dimigeel's just a hardcore Anne Rice fan.
Yep.
Seems like she would be, right?
I've just got me and my stories.
You can't tell necessarily if the floor is vampiric. You could do like medicine checks on these guys if you want.
Yeah. All right.
And determine like, cause of death, etc.
Cool.
Nothing really jumps out at you.
Just for the hell of it, I'm going to do a separate one for the other guy. Even better.
Even worse. Died of natural causes. Very sad.
Oh, I got to do CPR on this one.
Naturally, when he lost his head, he died.
But you can tell from the
I think
the kind of viscosity of the blood that they also perished somewhat recently. Like maybe within the last 2 hours.
have we been down here for 2 hours?
Yep, just over it.
Okay, so we are now.
I wonder if we let something through that gate. I wonder if there's like you've been out for like you were out like 2 hours ago asleep, and now we're moving on, and I think there's something else that came through with us.
I think it's in here. We've had no evidence of anything like that during our whole time out there.
But look at all the evidence we have now.
Yeah, that it's been here.
Tick, with
These things have
your
been dead for hours.
Yeah.
Tick, what if it was you? When you were passed out, you killed all these people.
God, why did I have to get trapped with her?
Maybe it's when you're asleep, you extra bodily like move about like a ghost and kill things.
I'm gonna die alone in this dungeon with a crazy lady.
So you're sort of like listening and looking at the general vicinity of like where Dimjil's voice is coming from.
Mhm.
Sort of like waiting for her to finish talking so you guys can leave. And
Hypothesizing.
you see the something disturb the dust cross the room behind Dimjil.
What?
nothing.
What do you see? Why are you looking like that? Are you looking at me?
You
We're visible now,
can't look, you
right?
can't tell how he's doing
No,
anything.
you're still invisible.
Oh, are we?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
because
forgot we're invisible.
It didn't take very long to walk down here. You
Something's
got maybe another couple
here.
minutes on it.
Are you looking towards my voice?
I was. Something's in this hallway and it's gonna kill us. We should leave.
Is it?
We should
Okay, let's.
leave. I'm leaving.
Do-
You hear
like
Tick's feet pattering off down the hall.
clinking bottles and way too much
All right.
loot.
Well, I can follow him. No, but you do have quiet shoes. Remember?
I do.
That's
Well,
right.
that's why you hear like the clinking bottles and stuff.
You've got some elven sneakers.
No, he like made his fancy magic elven boots more comfortable by cutting the bottoms out of them, so it looks like the
Oh, like
Yeah.
that
his
fucking.
model.
Oh, that guy's such an asshole.
Yeah, making fucking so much money.
So Tick's gonna poke his head around this door, see what the horrible thing is here.
Okay, you look down. So yeah, to the right, you notice a glow coming down that hallway. Again, a room full of tall, floor-to-ceiling, glowing quartz pillars. At the far end of the room, looks like a massive pipe organ, except the what are they called? The tubes, are the pipes, I guess. Are stalactites and stalagmites that like
Oh, that's cool.
Are there any stalagmites?
reach up to the ceiling. Yeah, there's stalagpipes. That's what it is.
I hate it.
Love it.
And you also hear more gruff voices in this room. I don't know if you can see these guys.
I can see one.
Okay, it's coming from like just around this corner.
And we're about to run out of stealth, so
You don't have a lot of time.
Tick's gonna about face. And he's gonna whisper under his breath, "Someone's over there. It's more Durgar.
Do you want to throw like a big, like loud wrench?
This place is awful."
Throw a loud wrench.
Yeah, maybe like that invisible ghost hero will go and kill those Durgar that are making noise for us. You still don't think it's a helpful ghost?
No.
All
No,
right.
no. Tick just
No. Just saying it repeatedly.
I find if I
Just
can
check
make
this
Dick ill at ease, it's easier to follow his invisible body.
He
I
makes
say to
horrible
the
sounds.
camera crew.
Their shaky cam
Made a little
interface.
Jim face.
Yeah. Okay.
We just spawned a bathroom.
So yes, you walk through these doors, and this room probably has not been used in a long time, but still kind of smells bad. This appears to be some ancient privies, once used by the dwarves.
Think about faces. He is just
Uh,
like at
You
this
mean
point.
about feces?
Oh God, why did I have to be stuck with her?
Yeah, Dimgil, before you leave, from one of the stalls, uh, you hear
The stools?
the stools. You hear like a gurgle, kind of like a. Ah.
We're fighting a poo monster, aren't you?
I'm not saying anything. This is the boys' room.
Okay. Do you leave?
I mean, leave no stone unturned. But yeah, I'd close that door. That person probably needs some privacy.
Okay, where do you go?
Out of this floor. I think there's a poop demon in there too.
Tick is on a one like
It's a
fixated mission.
It's a poltergeist.
There's no
Wow.
way
A,
out.
a stooltergeist.
I think Poltergeist is good.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Okay, more hallways.
Uh
This place is very.
it's a labyrinth, and Tick is
Yeah.
like aimlessly wandering, looking for a way out of there, and the
Don't
ghost
you-
is still near.
Don't you know? Okay.
I'm going right.
Am I, while we're wandering through here, numerous hallways and whatnot, is there any sort of like markings on the wall or signs or like navigation, like dwarvish, like runes of navigation? Dwarvish.
Runes of navigation.
I'm trying to think, like not thieves can't, but like
Like
I'm
waypoints,
wondering,
kind of.
yeah, like in a hospital, there's like lines of color that guide you, to one area to the other, and I wonder if like the dwarves have any sort of like. There's clearly lines through the floor. I'm wondering if there's like a way of like, oh wait, I know all dwarvish bathrooms look the same, and they're always to the left of the great hall.
Right.
Like sort of like
Yeah, clearly there's like some patterns carved into like the floor stones, slates or whatever. You don't see any signage though, or like runes or writing that would indicate like what is where. Uh, Typically, you would just sort of be expected to know your way around, and they might even be deliberately, you know, constructed like this to confuse outsiders.
Hmm. Tick's gonna check out this next room and see if there's been anything horrible in here.
Okay. Dimgil,
I'd be
also
behind.
there. Okay. This room.
More like stolen art, I assume.
Yeah, it looks like this was at one point some sort of gallery. There were some like pedestals, but whatever artifacts used to sit atop them have been dashed on the floor or stolen.
Gotcha.
any other.
I mean, Tick is more focused on getting an exit and trying to find like
Yeah.
some area to either hunker down or whatever in this labyrinth. So he's not spending too much time, especially if there's nothing like apparent. Like the
Yeah, he's
cradle or
not.
whatnot was kind of apparently like a thing. But if it's already been looted, the Duragar probably have a better idea of what's valuable than Tick does.
Do I get a sense of like again like I don't know which way to go.
I mean, it's a labyrinth. It's this whole area.
I know, but we can't even split up because there's no way to talk to one another.
Nope.
Even if we did that.
That's why, like, I
Have
think the
two-
best way is just kind of like run through, try to find things. Because we don't have like the luxury of a full party. We're not even have like, I don't even have a lot of spell slots to heal us, much less defend ourselves.
Well, Tick, I have a good feeling about maybe this other way, but I'll follow you.
Is this door open?
Did you want to mention that before he left?
Yeah.
When you guys are in this room, do you heed her advice, or are you just like nose to the ground? Like,
I'd
Tick has
be
already
like,
been
it
taken
feels
off,
like
and
we're
he
going
can.
back the same way we came. I think we go the other way.
Let me try this door. This massive, stupid door.
okay. You push on the door. Yeah,
That
it's
seems
a
bad.
very tall door.
That seems bad.
Larger
That's a bad door.
larger than the others that you've seen so far.
Yeah, do it. Get in
Let's
that door, guys.
see. Man, you guys are like, I have to keep like flipping through all the different.
That's the hardest part is
because
like
they're not
room
like
numbers.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
well, they're not
Kai.
sequential, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, they're not.
There's a
okay.
cadre of helpful NPCs in this room. I guarantee it.
I just want to make sure.
I mean, being able to like float around in these rooms,
Okay.
Float
it's
around.
rough. I mean, just the luxury of like not having like a fog of war
Yeah.
is like on one hand like maddening. On the other hand, like it's really cool to see how big the level is.
Mm-hmm.
To like constantly be like no clip.
Yeah. Yeah. Fog of War would be nice. That's something that's like pretty far off though, because just the solutions that they've
But
been
as
working
like
on
as
are not
as like a
satisfying.
dwarf who's like walking around and looking for an exit, it's like this door is not an exit door.
Yeah,
this is not an exit door. This is a hey, the boss is here door.
right.
This is
dwarven
hey, why is there a
sensibilities.
save point right here and just like a crap ton of like med kits?
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
This
I
is
don't
a
think this
suspicious amount
isn't
of
the
med
door.
kits.
Yeah, this ain't the door.
Okay, so yeah, you pull these huge double doors open.
Here we go.
And inside you find many of these glowing columns.
Oh yeah, we did it. We found the exit.
And
no.
like virtually an army of Duragar.
You saved us.
You see like actually you might not see, I'm not sure.
Move forward a little bit.
Nah, I'm good.
Something dark, like a shadow, kind of swooping across the ceiling. Above the dwarves. But
Saladar
so as
smoking crack.
you open the door, and these two dwarves nearest you look and see no one, and one calls out, "Who goes?"
Can I max
Tick
pain
would like to close the door.
bullet dive backwards?
I mean, we're
Invisibly
invisible.
shooting nothing with my
You are
finger
invisible.
guns.
I mean, they're just hanging out.
They look like they are investigating this room.
Have I
But
seen this room before?
you have not.
Okay.
But
Then
they seem to also be on guard. Dimgil might catch. You hear a woman's voice in Dwarvish. Say, "Careful, do not get too close. You will suffer the same fate." And Tick closes the door.
Is she a Dwagger too?
Not sure.
Oh, okay.
I didn't
let's
really
go
get a
the
good
other
look.
way.
I mean, would I have known that her voice sounded like she was speaking the same accent or language, or?
She does have the same accent.
Okay.
Then it goes. I agree with you, Dimgil. Let's go the other way.
You hear giggling approaching you rapidly.
From the door?
No,
Up
from
the hallway.
like around this corner.
Run!
And like
Run?
like a child's footsteps.
Okay, I mean,
Oh,
run.
that's so good.
If someone fucking yells run, then
Run. And so we'll go back and Tick will heed the advice.
blam. Oops.
Clank, 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 clank.
How far can we run?
You can run. Obviously, you're not sneaking anymore. But
Fucking nope.
okay, which where are you headed?
Back the other direction.
This way.
Instead of turning right, we're going to go left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Uno
We
momento.
don't need these freaking evil ghost spirits and cackling kids. This lethal company bullshit.
Okay. Wait, who's the first into the room?
Tick,
I assume?
Dim Jill, maybe, I don't know. Whoever get. Yeah, let's have a race. Let's have a roll for a race.
And is Sart
Yeah, Sart would be in my backpack.
in your
I
bag?
don't know if I lost Sart.
Okay,
Well, I imagine Tick would win because he has a movement of 30 feet and you have a movement of 25.
Oh, that's true. Okay, Tick.
Well, I also have an athletics of -2.
That's not helping your case.
And proud.
It also hurts for every footstep.
You come tearing around this corner, and the floor drops out from under you.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Ah.
oh fuck!
You
Oh,
win.
you're so dead.
Can I try to like turn around and like grab on like?
Nope, there's nothing to grab. that whole 10-foot section just falls away. It's it swings out like a trapdoor as soon as you like reach the middle of it.
Oh shit!
So you can like hold up a help sign, you know.
Yeah, the Wile E. Coyote.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
Dimgil, you see the floor just open beneath. Well, not beneath anything. You just see the floor open, and then like okay, so the pit is 30 feet deep, and it has spikes at the bottom of it. So
sounds like a solid 66 situation.
Okay, you take 13 bludgeoning from the fall and 15 from the piercing spikes.
Oh god, I'm down again.
Guess who's probably not strong enough to get you out of that fucking hole?
A 30-foot hole.
Oh no.
I let down my hair. It's not that long though.
Oh god. Do you have a rope or anything?
I have a whip, a golden chain whip.
I have a 30-foot whip.
It's not 30 feet. I didn't say that. Don't let anyone tell you it's 30 feet.
How does death saves work when we're out of combat?
I mean, you can just roll like 3 back to back if nobody else is doing anything.
I mean, she can't see me. She doesn't have any healing magic.
Well, I can see you.
Oh yeah, I
sure
guess
she heard you go wah, and then
yeah. Wow.
Maybe
Waluigi.
and hear me out here. We can give Dimjil the week to think about how she's going to save Tick.
Oh yeah,
I
it
was
is.
just gonna
it is
say
true.
it's
after letting this
Well,
bonus level travesty take place in the first.
I don't know why you guys didn't just long rest in the safe room and then come back out of the portal. And
Me neither.
I can't long rest. I mean, I can't. I can just like.
I thought we were.
You
we
can get your spells back. You just can't heal.
Yeah.
So you guys
exploring this place wasn't gonna do anything for you anyway.
There's that also not knowing like if we spend a week on vacation together and then we come back, is everyone else okay, or will they be like, why were you gone so long?
I don't understand
the passage of time of like a long rest versus like, what other people are doing.
Well, they're taking a long rest while you guys are dying in spike pits.
Yeah.
If you guys were looking for the other door you found on this level, you can't open it.
Why not?
Because remember when we went through the portal, you had that piece, right? The unicorn that opened it from our side.
Mm-hmm.
There was no piece on the other side to open it.
But I have the unicorn.
It's a different piece on this other side. We made note of that.
Yeah.
And the pieces were missing on the other side, probably taken by the Dwagger.
I was operating under a misunderstanding.
Yeah, it's
it's
like
like the unicorn
a very
used on either side.
Very similar from what you would have remembered. And I think I did have to correct myself because the one side had the figures that you guys found and used, and then the other side had similar figures but different ones, and it looked like they were missing.
Oh shit. Okay. I thought we could use because I still have the figures. I thought I could slot it in and get us out of here to safety. Well,
now you're at the bottom of the pit.
Now I'm gonna die for it.
Them's the pits.
All right. Well, how about this? I'm just gonna make my death saving throws.
Next week?
Yeah.
Well,
if I die, and I have to create a new character, I prefer to have something ready to go by next week.
Yeah. Well, roll up an alt in advance.
Yeah. Well, I have an alt. I just need to. Well, actually, no. I do need to roll it all up because I lost all their files.
Yeah.
On my other.
Well, create a backup just in case he does die. But let's find out next week how this goes down.
What does Tick's paperwork say?
Oh, you filled it out.
I think you filled it out for him, and then he signed an X.
But is Tick a resurrection or is Tick a non-resurrection?
I think Tick would have chosen to resurrect.
All right.
He strikes me as the resurrect type.
Yes.
Most are. We're kind of all selfish.
I can imagine having a conversation with like a cleric back in Waterdeep. They're like, it's a kobold.
Yeah.
It's got like a year left.
No. This one's very house trained.
Yeah.
He's a dear family pet. He has a degree from Lantan.
He got
this would be a simple.
He got a medal from the city.
And now we're just gonna have to probably, if we survive, run back through this 13 ghost bullshit.
Tick, do you have a healing potion on your body?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. If I was waiting for Tick to wake up, I would have done a short rest, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Because I was saying I was like sitting there being all anxious about healing, but it'd still be a short rest.
Well, you were saying you were super anxious and you couldn't heal or take a short rest, right?
You can't recover hit points.
Can't recover hit points.
Recover hit points is the only thing. I can recover spell slots though.
Yep.
So I get my 2 spell slots back on a short rest.
That is correct.
I don't think I have. I gotta have a healing potion.
Now the question is, if she gets to your body, can she find it?
That's the kicker.
Ladder.
Oh no, we're
not
talking about
not spike, not spike, not spike. There's a
None of these
scaly
potions
body.
are labeled. It's just a trash bag full of potions.
I actually have in my belt pouch. I have a greater potion of healing.
He's got like 15 health. He's got 15 potions in here.
So just
They all have
use Mage
skulls on
Hand to
them.
feed him his own potion. Come on.
Yeah, but I can't see him.
Can't see him or any of it.
Like the problem is I can't see him for the mage hand.
Yeah. Let alone
Wait.
see that he has a healing potion.
That dust only lasts for 2 minutes.
No, 6.
6.
How long have you guys been invisible?
It was 2d4.
I did make it a point to Kai that I was running through here
Yeah,
because of the time limit.
Yeah, we were running out
you
of
guys
our.
didn't really stop to do a whole lot, but I'm gonna say it basically is up like now-ish.
Oh, so maybe I
Just
see his
in
body
time.
appear in the spikes.
you maybe
Wait,
for,
I see it.
for,
That one spike right there with all the blood on it. He must be there.
yeah. But yeah, let's
Yeah, it's
pick
already
this up
midnight.
next week. We'll see how or if you even can get out of this predicament.
All right, Bartok. The credit Bartok show gets exciting next time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.